Excellent connection, it says, though. That's good.
Go for it.
What's poppin'? Just fuck my ex, I wrought it. 2X of the mushroom chocolate. 2X on neck, I'm frostbite. Stay dressing, no balsamic. Got commas, Conde Garçon.
Yeah, what is going down, y'all? Welcome in. The most underrated podcast you already know. Broadcasting from Most Underrated Studios. I'm your man, Thomas the Franchise. The homie Dow Palantonio chilling across from me. Neighborhood, shout out to you, bro. You were right. A couple weeks ago, you were like, oh, where's the intro music? Shit's messed up. And I was like, what are you talking about? The intro music's playing. Can you not hear the music? Shit ain't messed up, bro. You're right. Shit was messed up. It was last two casts. It didn't record like the little intro. So the way YouTube started connecting it, I don't know. They changed it when we came back from vacation. So we just had to kind of figure out what the issue was so we can make sure you guys are not missing the beginning of the show. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully everybody had a good weekend. Welcome in. It is the most underrated podcast. Did I already say Dow Palantonio chilling across from me?
I think so.
Did I get sidetracked? I don't know what I'm doing. Welcome everybody in the chat. Thank you guys for patiently waiting. A couple minutes late today, not too bad. Playoff basketball going down. As we speak, we've got the Nuggets going down. I tried to pull it up on my phone, but I think it might mess up our connection. So I think I'm just going to have to follow along on the damn, like this shit.
On the Gamecast or whatever?
Score Center or whatever.
Gross.
I know. Plus, I'm looking at live bets too. So Utah was a 4.5 point dog.
Sure.
So Nuggets were minus 4.5. I haven't really been that impressed with the Nuggets. I think they have good potential, but they haven't looked the greatest. Now I know they're still dealing with some injuries and stuff like that, but
resting some starters.
Yeah, they haven't been blowing anyone out. They haven't been looking the greatest. I was like, maybe we'll take Utah on a live bet if something goes something goes awry. Well, right now it looks like it's going awry. They're like +9 right now on the live line when they started out at +4.5.
Oh, wow.
So I'm going to keep an eye on that the rest of the day. Obviously, we'll get into a lot of NBA playoffs taking shape and the bracket starting. It really does feel March Madness style. I mean, they're starting the NBA playoffs midday on a Monday, not in prime time. It's crazy.
It's weird.
So we'll get into all that. Tons to cover for you guys. Also, tons of stuff coming out of the weekend. Obviously, the UFC 252 card. We'll recap that for you. I got to pay some bets. I got to pay up some money to my man, Dow Palantonio.
I'm rich.
He got me on a couple things. We got an On This Day for you. Quite a few underrated news stories. Some stuff you may have heard of from the weekend. Some stuff you may not have heard of. And, overall, just quite a bit of shit. How you doing, Dow? How's it going, man?
Hey, man, I'm doing all right. I'd like to have you know what? Can we start this day with a fucking rant?
Sure. Yeah.
Great.
I thought you were going to say, can we start this day with a fit check? But a rant. Okay.
Let's do a fucking rant here. So 2020 still plagues us with the worst vibes of all time, right? That we've ever known, that I've ever known, being my age. So not only do we add insult to injury, I think that's not a Taoism. I think that's the legit statement, right? Is that how you say it? Adding insult to injury?
Yeah, that's right.
Fuck yeah. I'm on one today. This
Insult
is nice.
injury.
So check this out. So Saturday, I get home. I worked 5 o'clock till 1. Whatever, it sucked. Work sucks. I don't make much money. That sucks. And then I come home. You know what doesn't suck? Robin took care of us. She got a Whole Foods order. I come home to a bunch of food, my favorite stuff.
Oh, nice.
We do the, have you ever had the Whole Food chocolate chip cookies?
Ooh, I don't know for sure. Maybe not.
Dog, they're some of the best fucking
Fire.
chocolate chip cookies you'll ever have.
Are they healthy, though, or because they're from Whole Foods, or are they still just packed with sugar?
They're healthy. It's from Whole Foods.
Right,
Need we say more?
They want you to think.
Okay. And she also got my second favorite thing, fruit snacks. God damn, I love fruit snacks. Robin, thank you so much. But you also fucked me up. Check this out. I have a bag of fruit snacks, and I love them so much.
In the same breath. Yeah. Thanks so much, but you also
fucked me up.
All right.
So I was like, oh, man, these are some of my favorite fruit snacks. Again, thank you, Robin. This is great. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to go heavy. I'm going to get 2 packs. I'm going to cheat. I'm going to get 2 packs.
Damn, hit it with the 2-pack fruit snack.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
About to get on my baby shit here.
That's tight. So I grabbed 2 packs. I'm 1 in. I'm like, all right, cool. Crack the second one open. I'm chewing on my left side, no problem. The left side was the motherfucker before I got my wisdom teeth pulled, right? That was the one with the cracked tooth, had the infection,
yeah,
it turned into infection, had to get the wisdom teeth out like super stat.
That was the left side.
That was the whole thing, right? Left side, strong side. In this case, not the case. So I'm chewing, and all of a sudden, I'm like, I felt something move. and something just like popped off. And before I take my next chomp, I'm
What's
like,
poppin'?
oh my God, what the hell is that? I spit it out into my hand, a couple fruit snacks chewed up, and half of my molar, which I actually brought in for the cast today.
That's disgusting.
I'd like to show a little something because
I was wondering what was going on. That is I knew it.
Because
absolutely disgusting.
So check this out here.
I'm not checking it out. I'm actually looking the other way. Not checking it out at all. We're bringing in teeth now that have fallen out of our mouth just to show our listeners as if they want to see that.
That is the piece of tooth that came out. This happens to be a crown, and I think it actually is more common than not for crowns to come out, depending on what you're eating, like ice. Typically, it's hard stuff like hard candy, hard ice, that would make this come out, not fruit snacks. So what I read was, just the adherent that adheres the crown, obviously, to your tooth that they shave down to make this fit properly, that can come loose and that can come off. That's what I believe this to be. Obviously, my tooth is still there. This is just the top piece. I've had multiple cavities, dog, my whole entire life. I've had probably, I think being 38 years old almost, I've had like 9 or 10 cavities throughout my life.
Jesus, Dal.
So, there's been a lot of candy for Dal when he was a kid, and that's why he still is kind of the candy man. He's trying to lay off a little bit. But I've had about 9 or 10 cavities, I think, my whole entire life. They've all been small cavities. But this crown that they put in, which has been years and years ago, now the fucker's out of my mouth. And now I got to figure this out. So made an appointment. I've got an appointment Wednesday morning, and all they're going to do is the doctor's going to look at it and say, well, here's the next step. Here's what we're going to have to do. Meanwhile, my eating sucks.
That's what I was going to ask.
I have to eat on one side.
Since it came off, yeah, obviously the nerve is exposed there now?
A little bit. It's not too sensitive.
Okay.
Because like I said, that's why it's a crown. So, yeah, there's a bit of a nerve exposed, but not as much as like if you lost your fucking tooth. Like the whole thing pops off. So, yeah, it's a little bit of sensitivity that I'm dealing with, not much, but it's just a pain because now I can't eat on that side. Now it's like when I eat and drink, it changes, right? Temperature makes a big difference now that it wouldn't normally. I sure as fuck can't eat ice cream. That would be cold as shit on that side, you know what I mean?
Crush. Dude, that's nasty. WTF is wrong with you. LOL.
Hey, man.
He's agreeing.
Just being transparent. Crush, get the hell out of here, guy. What are you doing? My first podcast.
The only thing, Jesus, Dallas, you're bringing in old teeth that have fallen out of your head over the weekend to show the audience.
Well, it's not that
only
old.
Thing missing here is, it's old now, but.
From Saturday.
How old is that crown, though?
Oh, shit.
Right.
Oh, shit.
Right.
I can't even imagine.
Now we're talking old. Also, the only thing missing here is you bringing in the money that you got from underneath your pillow after it fell out.
Yeah, Robin didn't visit me.
You didn't get any tooth fairy action.
No.
Yikes.
No.
I could have had a new meaning in today, as adults.
Yeah.
Could be some different tooth fairy action.
God, like a pair of shoes?
No.
Oh.
Like a blowjob or something.
Oh.
Jesus. Like a pair. That's still little kid shit. That's still like... not to say we don't do little kid shit, but I was saying adult shit.
Some adulting tooth fairy shit.
Sorry, Robin.
I like the way you party.
I'm sorry.
Robin, did you hear that?
Not good.
I think it's really good had it happened. But no, it didn't happen. But yeah, man. So there's my little rant. 2020 still plagues me.
Did you see all the wildfires?
Oh, fuck. They're getting worse. California's burning down yet again.
Oh, or they have a bunch out there, too.
Everybody's
I didn't even
burning
know.
down.
Just Colorado-wise, I know we're, 4, 5, 6 wildfires setting
least.
off. Up in Fort Collins, all over the mountains. We're burning here.
Yeah, dude.
We're absolutely, the state is on fire. State's burning up. My aunt lives in the foothills, which is obviously the bottom of the mountains, if you're not familiar with Colorado.
Yeah, shit. Can she breathe?
Dude, that's what I was thinking. I was like, she's probably working in the yard, go outside. She seriously needs an N95 mask. She might need She might need one of those masks that you go do tile with.
Like with the ventilators. Like
remember me in the vlog when I was peeling up my tile?
You were DJ crushing it. Nice.
It was so she might need one of those. But it's been, luckily we're way over on the east side.
Right.
So it's not as bad, but I was looking at the smoke index this morning up on one of the news sites, and you could see where it was coming this way. They're saying, hey, if you have breathing problems or you have issues, respiratory issues, don't go outside. Yeah. More than COVID,
Shit. COVID.
More than the COVID.
COVID.
What up, boys? Just joined the Married Club. $4.99 Conley. Congratulations.
Oh, wow. Nice, dude.
You just got married on us real quick?
Finally, a wedding that wasn't suspended or postponed.
Postponed, yeah.
Yeah, nice, Conley.
Did you just walk down to the courthouse and get it done? What'd you guys do there, guy?
Where was our invite?
Yeah, where was the invite? Where was the
reception?
Did he have it on the socials?
Want us to meet you in Mexico? What's up?
Dang, bro. Shout out to my man Con Lee getting married. You want to take the shot?
Yeah, we should have paid him.
We should have paid you, Con Lee.
You are one pathetic loser.
All right, let's get this shot going, man.
TTF, did you lose some pounds? Looking slim.
I think that's a compliment.
I'm on my. Don't worry about what I'm doing over there, bro. Don't worry, Marco. I'm on my. No, I'm just. I'm just playing. I did actually. I weighed in the other day. I was like, I can't get to 200, and I weighed in at 196. And I've been doing a little bit of running, some push-ups, some sit-ups, just some basic shit. But trying to hit it every day consistently, even if I just go outside and skate. You know what I mean? If I can just go skate for a few hours, whatever, just to do something. Some physical activity every single day and hit it. I'm not a gym guy. I talked to you guys about me getting a Peloton. I think that would really help me because I enjoy competition. I think that would motivate me to get on the bike daily. But I've been just trying to figure out different things that I enjoy. Getting out with the dog a little bit, running, getting out by myself, doing my thing. So
I saw Mia blading with you a couple times.
Yep, she's been out blading too. Yep.
The Butterscotch Boss losing some LBS.
Yeah, down to like 190, 191 now. So yeah,
is that your college weight?
Using a little bit. No, dude, I need to. My regular, like if I get down to where I'm cut up a little bit.
Yeah,
it'll be like 175, 180. That's where I need to get to.
That's your Waterworld weight.
Yeah, yes. Exactly, Waterworld weight.
Yeah, no doubt. All right, let me shoot this shit real quick.
All right, let's see. Shoot your shot, Dow. Drained it.
Kobe.
Nothing.
Straight cash, homie.
I think I can just hold it up.
Straight cash, homie.
I think we can just hold it up.
There you go. If you can grab that, we have another one. Thomas Yee, $4.99 in the super chat. He just says congratulations to Con Lee. Thank you, Yee.
Sick. Butterscotch Boss shooting a 3.
There it
That's
is.
in there like chin hair.
Nothing today. Like nothing. Nuggets are on. We're feeling in it. I wore my Mile High basketball shirt the other day. I should have worn that today.
Salute.
Start off in the playoffs. 52-59 at halftime. Nuggets up on the Jazz here in the first game of the NBA playoffs of 2020. Good shit. Good shit. Just bought a mountain bike, trying to get my ass back in shape. Status serigraph. Nice. Exactly, dude. That's what you got to do. The biking. You saw Ted and Ern on the biking.
Oh, dude.
Mia goes, how come they're still fat? If they're biking all the time. I was watching the vlog. Yeah. She's like, if they're biking all the time, how are they still fat? Yeah. I don't get it.
I think Ern already stopped. I think Ern's been helping out 2J's. You know that, right? He's been doing a lot of stuff. As 2J went to the East Coast to help out his friend Mayor.
Is that working over there?
Yeah, he was selling Mayor's whole collection. Mayor's one of his good friends over there on the East Coast. He has like all the PEs that you could ever imagine. He has exclusives. He has stuff that nobody's seen before. So actually, he took Mayor's whole collection and took like a 50-foot truck down there. They hauled it back to Urban Necessities in Vegas, dude, and they're going to start selling his collection a week from yesterday.
Wow.
So next Sunday.
Dope.
So then, you have access again.
Right.
They have tiny feet over there. There's like 8.5, 9s. I'm like, I don't know, man.
Right.
I remember when I wore that size back in fucking first grade.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But so that's cool. Hey, by the way, what do you know about supporting 2J's? See the little Urban Necessity joint, man? Check this out, man. It's almost got like a 3-dimensional printing, which maybe you'll see on the back a little bit better. Pretty fire though, man. And this is a shirt that he did that kind of symbolizes a little bit Cactus Jack, right? You got the cactus there and, the little sunrise. With this shirt, when they did this, he was giving away the Cactus Jack 270 Reacts with this.
That's right.
So if you bought a shirt, you were, entered into a giveaway. Of course, I didn't win. No big deal. But I actually like the shirt, and I think this will go great with my 270s whenever I break them out.
Yeah, dude.
I just didn't have time this morning.
Looks good. I do like the printing on it.
Yeah,
Looks
nice, right?
Looks nice. Yeah.
What about your
such a simple concept too, dude.
Yeah.
Like
very easy.
Just throwing a cactus with a sun around it and a little UN.
I know, right?
I mean, I'm not hating on it. It's not saying it's dope, but it's so simple.
And that's what works for me. I love simple.
Right.
Like our little box logo that I am continuing to ship out today. So everybody should have their tracking by today.
We got everything in the end of last week or over the weekend. We picked it all up, right?
Yeah, let me go. Let me show.
Yeah, we picked it all up over the weekend. We got 2 more super chats. My man Thomas Yee, go Nuggets in the super chat. Let's take this down. You think they're going to sweep you? You think the Nuggets, a lot of people, I saw people on Twitter this morning like, I don't know. I think the Nuggets might lose this series. I saw a lot of people saying it's going 6 or 7. Where you at on it, Yee? Let me hit this really quick. Or actually, that's you. We'll just rotate. You hit the first one. I hit the first one. Let's see what you got for Yee here. Oh, man.
Way too heavy. Way too heavy.
Came through heavy-handed on
Damn it.
Dow. The homie Eli Soto came through. Let's make it 3 for 3. Congrats, Conley. You donated $5 in the super chat. It would actually now be 3 for 4.
Butterscotch Boss for 3.
Damn. L on me, too. The vibes, not bad vibes, but just didn't work out. Just didn't work out at all.
The downward spiral, no 9 Inch Nails.
My uncle said, Uncle Jim said, come over here and do some mowing. You'll lose all the weight you want. Oh, shit. Marco, I just rejected your message on accident. Hold
that
on.
was funny. I think he said something like, Dallas wears a size 10 anyways, and he's fucking joking about everybody wearing 8.5.
That's whack. Dal wears size 10 talking shit. I haven't worn that size since elementary. There it is. I can't put it back in the chat, Marco. My bad. I didn't mean to do that. Mia did that at one time to neighborhood or someone else once. She muted the thing on accident in the chat.
So check this out. So today, everybody will have their shipping confos for the shirt today.
Brilliant.
So some people have already got them, so congratulations to you. But these will all be shipped out today. They were dropped those by USPS today. So this is our box logo. This is the one that we that you guys paid for in April, I think, and just with the whole COVID thing, screen printer shutting down, and then us taking kind of a back seat to the printer, unfortunately. Let me just call a spade here. We took a back seat to a lot of his other business that was making him a little bit more money. And because of that, we didn't have to pay much for these shirts. So I persuaded our printer to say, hey, check it out, man. Why are you screwing us? We got to get these to our people. So there's a little background news for you guys, but these are coming your way.
A little background news. Sorry, I was trying to refocus your
Gotcha. That's the most underrated news.
Is that camera on focus now? Oh, it's still jumping.
Let's get her done.
All right, there we go.
Nice.
You got to hold down on it for its autofocus. Cool.
Bet.
There we go. We got a couple pairs of shoes in studio, tons of sneaker stuff. The Supreme Lookbook came out as well, so we'll jump into everything there. A couple things before we jump into the rest of the show, just kind of wrapping up the weekends. Dude, I checked out Black is King over the weekend on Disney Plus. Yeah. Mia and I, dude, obviously, there's been a ton of sports. Sports have been just insane. So yesterday late afternoon, evening, I was like, hey, is there any, I don't need to watch any of these games. There's nothing going on right now. I know I've been really wrapped up between sports betting and sports coming back and everything that's going on. Is there anything you want to watch? And I remembered she was saying she wanted to watch Black is King, so we threw it on, checked it out. And have you checked it out at all?
No, since we talked about it, no, I haven't checked it out.
It's on Disney Plus. It's about an hour and 25 minutes, or maybe a little less with the credits and stuff. But it's a visual. It's described in the description there on Disney Plus as a visual album, and that's really what it is. It's a visual album that weaves its way through a Lion King-esque story. Tons of music in it. Beyonce, obviously, but tons of other artists, too. Tons of artists that I had never even seen or heard of. African artists, dancers, Pharrell's in it, Hove's in it, obviously. I'm not sure who the producers were that produced the beats, but, dude, some of these beats are just
fire.
Oh, banging, bro. Really, really ill. And overall, I really enjoyed it. I thought if you're someone that, here's what I would say. If you're someone that likes music and likes black culture, you're going to love it. You'll really enjoy it. If you're someone that doesn't really like black culture, you may not enjoy it that much. I mean, I don't, but I thought it was awesome. I thought obviously as a guy that enjoys black culture, I enjoy the dancing. I enjoy the music. I enjoyed all aspects of it. I thought it was really good. And the thing that I kept saying to my lady was just, how long did this take to get all this together between the location scouting? Dude, it's such, I know you don't smoke weed, but if you smoke weed and you just lay back and watch this thing, the visuals are so incredible, dude, because there's so many sick drone shots just flowing over these incredible landscapes and deserts and oceans and different things. And the visuals on it are really, really dope. So if you like, if you like music and you like good visuals, black culture, you're really, really going to enjoy it. I thought it was great. I thought the so basically, if you're not racist, you'll enjoy it. My girlfriend in the chat. Well, honestly, I don't know that that's what I was trying to say, but it's just like, not everyone's into like certain aspects of Asian culture or another, whatever culture, like white culture, Irish culture. If a bunch of Irish people are doing their own fucking thing, their Irish step dancing and all that stuff, not everyone may be into that. Doesn't mean they're racist. Same thing here. It doesn't, it's just what appeals to you. So yeah, that's kind of more of what I was trying to say, but that's hilarious, babe. But I thought it was awesome, man. I would highly recommend it. That's my personal perspective. I think obviously my lady loved it as well. And so we did that over the weekend. She won on Stipe.
I saw that.
Hit on the DraftKings, $1 to win $252. She won $252 on Stipe.
Like a sore Peter, you can't beat it.
She killed that one. So I told her to take Cormier too. I told her to take DC.
Yeah.
She bet on that. I owe you some money. I'll Venmo you here in a second.
Sweet.
But yeah, dude, we had a really, really good weekend overall. Yeah. Really good conversations lately, man. I think that's something else. Let me say this to wrap up the weekend talk here. Overall, like her and I's relationship has been. There's been so many challenges that have arisen this year, as we've talked about on the show.
Totally.
Just like you and Robin have, probably a lot of you guys out there have dealt with. But coming out of that, we've had so many good conversations, and especially lately, our conversations have been so just like very, very genuine, a lot of weight being lifted off shoulders, a lot of understanding, a lot of just everything from talking about monogamy to talking about having kids to talking about the future. And because we go back and forth all the time. Oh yeah, it'd be so great to have some kids. Oh man, can you imagine having kids right now?
Yeah.
Oh my god, we go back and forth every week.
Sure,
it feels like, and that's been weighing on her a lot because as she's getting into her 30s and as she's starting to age, she feels like she's expiring. She's like, I feel like I'm.
A lot of women do.
Yeah, I feel like I'm I need to make shit or get off the pot. I need to make a decision. And I'm, so we're able to have these conversations and kind of, it makes her feel better. Sure. It makes her feel better about whether having kids or not having kids, the time frame of it all, as she's getting into her career and what she wants to do, opening her business, all this different stuff. How do kids fit into that? And it's like, you can't, you can't stress yourself out. There's so much going on these days, and you really can't stress yourself out by trying to look too far ahead, is what I would say. It's not bad to look ahead and plan, but too far ahead, sometimes you can just really, hamper your expectations of what you expect to happen. It's going to be, because we don't know.
I think that's the world we live in, right?
Who saw this virus coming?
Yeah. We're living kind of day to day, or maybe week to week. It's so hard to plan stuff, right? Nobody can plan a European extravaganza right now. Nobody can plan a wedding. Everybody's postponing years. Maybe a year, maybe a couple years. It's just one of those things. But I think your conversations, that it sounds like, are creating a bit of stability in a very unstable time.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
For sure.
Yeah.
We've had, like I said, we've had so many things that felt like they were lifting weight off of our shoulders. And it's just been very good for us. It's been very freeing, especially in the hard times, because these have forced us to talk about so many things.
Oh, no shit.
These have forced us. She's had feelings when we talked about it when all the shit started popping off with George Floyd and everything. She had all these feelings come up out of her that she's like, geez, I didn't even know where these were. I didn't even know these were in me. Somehow these were buried so deep, and these things were, I had tried to push these things away and not think about certain things that I'd experienced in life, or things that made other people uncomfortable, or things that, and now she's like, it's
coming to the surface.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. So a lot of that stuff, just everything, man. It's been really, really good. It's been really, really good for us.
That's tight, man.
Just, can't say enough about it. I can't say enough about it.
Robin's been really great for me.
How's everything been going?
Well, because for me, somebody like me, dude, who's going through so many health issues that just continue. It's like right around the corner. I'm like, holy shit, what's going on now? From having vertigo to depression to anxiety to wisdom teeth to I mean, you name it, man. Like I'm gonna be like a doctor here, just based off of experiences I've been through, instead of the education in which I received. Right? It's just been a wild time, and Robin's been a great companion through this, man. To help support. Sometimes I don't get what I want from her. Sometimes I get reality when I just want empathy. Sometimes I get empathy when I just want, like, hey, babe, can you tell me it's going to be okay? Can you just tell me we're going to fix this? So, I mean, that's been a challenge, but that doesn't mean that it sucked. It doesn't mean that it's been bad. I've had to challenge her. She's had to challenge me through the counseling that we continue to do, which is super, super overwhelming at times because, like Mia, is going through things of the past, as are we, with our relationships of the past, the baggage that we've carried. God damn, dude, this year has sucked, but it's also been a lot of growth, right? It's also shown us a lot of growth. It's also helped us as a couple, and which is interesting because you think about it, your whole world's changed. So typically couples and families are spending more time together, whether they like it or not. Parents are now not only being parents to kids, but they're also being teachers. What a crazy, crazy time. Just like you said, man. Oh, man, it'd be so great to bring a kid into this world, but at the same time, it's like, holy shit. That sounds fucking ludicrous. You know what I mean? So it's just a different world, man. And I'll tell you what, it's been awesome to have a companion that not always gets you, but will always be there for you and is always there to ride with you. Is what I would say.
Do you? This is our first kind of experience. I feel like this is maybe, I don't know, one of my first experiences in life dealing with time and dealing with. I haven't really dealt with that in life yet because being young, you feel like you have so much time. You just feel like time.
You're the time god.
As I've gotten late, into my later 20s, nearly 30s, you see how I've gotten more and more particular about time and like what I'm trying to do and organize and all this stuff. And now she's starting to feel it. She's starting to feel time clamp in. And we're going to get to a point here, but once we start to exit our 30s, get into the 40s, you're going to feel that time. You're going to feel that crunch. Now, you're still going to have quite a bit more time, hopefully, in life, but you now have something that you've either, had a kid or you let it pass you by. You let the time pass you by. And now you're going to have either that regret or you're going to have that, damn, why did I do this? I want to crack this fool in the head, in your 40s.
What's the return policy?
Right. And man, it's very interesting. It's so interesting to think about it all because you come up with 5 reasons every day why we shouldn't have kids, and then you come up 5 reasons the next day why you should have kids, and it just goes back and forth. But now we're dealing with that time. Do you guys find yourselves grappling with that at all, or dealing with that relationship-wise?
I think, I mean, time is of the essence, that's for sure. But I think for us to compound that, I think it's commitment. Do you want to commit to this? It's not like, hey, are we evolving to this? Is this our goal? Do we have the same goal in mind? But it's also committing to certain things like, hey, let's commit to buying a new house versus this house that we live in. You've got some down payment money down. I can sell my house. Let's commit to buying a house. Let's commit to move. Let's get you a real job yet again, Dow. Stuff like that. So I think a lot of ours is like commitment stuff, committing to certain things, more of worrying and stressing time. I think that is always in the back of your mind, especially in a woman's mind, because again, their biological clock is different than a male's. That's just fact. But I think ours is more of commitment stuff. Hey, Dallas, can you commit to arranging a date night every week? Hey, Dallas, can you commit to going to counseling and having a great a positive attitude? That's where we're at. We're more on these commitment things, versus time. But time still is important.
Have you guys you've just passed the kids shit on?
I wouldn't say that. I brought it up the other day. I'm like, babe, if you don't want to have a kid and you don't want to put your body through that, and that's not what she said naturally, but I was like almost trying to ease into it and say, if you don't, taking the pressure off, and being like, man, I'd be okay with adoption. So having some of those conversations and getting our heads at least thinking about that stuff, right? We're doing that. So I don't know.
Good. Moving on, let's how do I pivot here? I guess just kind of wrapping up the weekend, some of the weekend stuff. Did you see Drake's new song?
I did, in fact.
The new joint he dropped, the video, all that stuff. What'd you think of the cameos in it? What'd you think of all the pro athletes using the Nike campus, everything there? What'd you think of the record, and then what'd you think of the video?
The record didn't impress me. I mean, it's catchy. Drake stuff is always catchy, right? Very easy to listen to. Always got hooks that you remember. But you know what? It kind of reminded me. And I'm not the biggest Drake fan, so you may hit me over the head with this, but you know, some of the trumpets, was that the?
I don't know if it's trumpets or just horns.
What kind of brass is that?
Horns. Yeah,
that I heard in the back was like, oh, that kind of sounds like some old Drake that I've heard before.
That's what Mia said.
It was reminiscent of maybe some old. And again, I'm not the biggest Drake catalog guy, you know, that you'll ever meet. But
You're not?
I think it's catchy. It's hooky. I'm an alternative guy. Always will be. Cut my life into pieces.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's me. I'm not Drake, baby. I'm not that
Working
guy.
on a weekend like usual.
That's true.
That's you, though.
That's me, though.
That's your catalog.
You know, I thought this was funny because it allowed, you know, this video, now that we talked about the music, the video has allowed me to at least see Drake make fun of himself. I thought that was great. You know, getting dunked on by KD, you know, running probably the shittiest route I've ever seen in my entire life. Getting a pass thrown by Odell. Did you see Twitter just like harassing him, dude, for that? Yeah, I thought that was great. But holy shit, to have that money, to have Drake money, to have the sponsorship, the elite sponsorship from Nike that Drake has, and all these elite athletes at this time. Man, I just wanted to hang out with them at the Nike campus. That looked fun as shit. Them on the jet skis.
Yeah.
You know, he's in the big pool just doing his shit, you know. God, it looked like a fun time, man.
Yeah, I thought I like the record. I know not a lot of people, but I did hear my girl say it. You said it, that it kind of just sounded like all his, you know, I did see on Twitter people saying all his songs sounds the same, or this sounds the same, or something like that as some of the other music. I thought it did and it didn't. I thought it's just the formula. I thought that dude just knows how to use. Yeah. He's got a certain formula that works for him, that's been working for him, and this just continued along in my Jesus, I don't even know what I'm trying to say. Couldn't find the right word. But that's how I look at it. I think it just continued along. I enjoyed it. I think Drake's been making fun of himself. I don't think he was too, I think you have to do that when you're in a position like Drake. If you sing and you rap, if you make songs for the ladies and you make shit, you know, that kind of bops in the club, if you get that much attention from the girls, if you're not really from the streets or anything like that, if you were the wheelchair kid in Degrassi on Nickelodeon and then you turned into what he's turned into, you have to do that.
Yeah,
you have to. Otherwise, I feel like people wouldn't take him as serious. He wouldn't be as big as he is. Drake has been making fun of himself, talking crap about himself, doing, you know what I mean? You remember that Cat Williams, when he was playing Cat Williams on Saturday Night Live, he had the perm dressed up, and he was doing all that. Oh, dude, Drake's been doing funny shit.
Playing what was his name, Timmy or Jimmy from Degrassi in the wheelchair.
Yeah.
You have to be able to make fun of yourself.
Wheelchair, yeah.
So shot in the back.
I think he does a really good job with that shit.
How about this picture? Did this do anything for you? The Chosen one.
Oh, yeah.
In that big-ass suit, dude.
Right.
From what, 03? Was that
LeBron's,
when
when he got drafted.
Yeah, 03. I thought that was tight.
That's funny.
Yeah, man, that's funny. Good stuff, man.
Yeah, overall, the video was cool. The song was cool. I mean, I know there's people that are going to continue to hate on it, but
sure, I'm
just not that guy. Like, how can I continue to hate on a guy that continues to have success over and over? It's broken tons of records on Billboard, etc. It's just tough. I'm not going to, sit here looking like a fool trying to hate on that cat.
Yeah.
There's some stories. Let's do, damn. Let me hit these news stories.
Okay.
I kind of have this out of order, but I feel like this is just how it goes.
I like it.
Let's hit these underrated news stories, and then the last story kind of leads into the NBA. So we'll go NBA bubble, and then we'll come into the UFC recap.
Okay.
Some underrated news stories. First of all, breaking news this morning, 2 men have been indicted for the murder of Jam Master Jay 18 years after that actually went down. So October 30th, 2002, in a recording studio in Queens, Jam Master Jay was shot, and they still hadn't had the killers. And now prosecutors are indicting Ronald Washington and Carl Jordan Jr. for the crime. The 2 men have long reportedly been suspects, but the feds finally feel that they have the goods to prosecute them on charges of murder while engaging in drug trafficking, according to the New York Times. Jam Master Jay was 37 when he was killed, bro.
Jeez.
So that's a little bit of breaking news there. Good news, obviously.
Yeah, no shit.
For the friends and family of Jam Master Jay.
The hip-hop community.
Yeah, 2002. Jesus.
Damn, that was a year after I graduated high school.
Long time.
Long time ago.
So that happened. That actually came out this morning. And then again, here's another story over the weekend that kind of was a little bit crazy. Did you see WWE star Sonya Deville? She is a NXT. She was an NXT superstar. She moved up to the main roster not too long ago. She's a WWE. She was on the show Tough Enough in 2015. That's how she kind of broke into the whole WWE scene. Well, she was targeted in an alleged kidnapping plot, and Philip A. Thomas of Lutz, Florida, was attempting to break in and kidnap Sonya Deville at her home. Police claim the suspect is an obsessed fan who was armed with a knife, zip ties, and duct tape. Officials say Thomas parked his car at a nearby church late Saturday night and walked to Deville's home, where he cut a hole in the patio screen, waited for several hours, then entered the residence around 2:45 a.m. Thomas set off a house alarm, which startled Deville, and once she realized there was an intruder, she fled from the home with another person and called 911. Cops arrived and found Thomas still inside the home. He was arrested for attempted armed kidnapping, armed burglary, aggravated stalking, and misdemeanor criminal mischief.
Jeez.
Cops say he was an obsessed fan who was on a mission to, quote, unquote, inflict harm. So.
That's crazy. I got her up there.
Sonya Deville, here you go. So, really scary, dude. Celebrities. We've seen people rolling up on Taylor Swift's property, rolling up on Eminem. Just had a dude. Remember Eminem just had a dude break into his house in Detroit.
Yeah, I do remember that.
Not too long ago.
Yeah, about a month back or so.
Yeah, maybe couple months. It's scary, dog. If you're a celebrity, I would have on-duty security. I wouldn't just have a security system. M had on-duty security, and the dude still broke into his crib.
Look at Pop Smoke.
Right.
Broke in, killed him.
Right. He didn't have security going on, right? On-duty security or anything like that?
I don't think so.
I don't think so either. So there you go. People are just insane these days, bro. I mean, people have been insane, but with social media and everything else, I think it gives weirdos like this, they become even more of a stan,
right?
You know, to use that term. Eminem created in the late 90s, I guess.
Right.
Early 2000s. These people become stans. They feel like they know you on social media. They feel like they know who you are. They know about your life. And obviously, with the internet, you can figure out where someone lives. You can just roll right up to the back patio, cut a hole in their screen, and roll in. Like you own the place. Crazy. This guy, too. Look, this guy's, yeah, he looks like a weirdo. I got the mugshot there. So a couple of news stories coming out of the weekend there. Dal, you were telling me about the Blockbuster. The last Blockbuster in America has shut down, or it did shut down, and then it turned into an Airbnb? Or is it an Airbnb and still a functional Blockbuster?
Still a functional Blockbuster. And for a limited time, you're actually seeing them turn into an Airbnb, which is pretty cool. So let me pull this up here, and I'll get you kind of a little picture as to what you can expect to see in there. So what they're going for is kind of a 90s montage, right? That's when they started. 1994 was when Blockbuster was obviously came into fruition. But here's the funny part. So you can eat popcorn. You know, this is a one of a kind Airbnb. This is located in Bend, Oregon. This rental has everything included: a sofa bed, so not a bed that comes out of your sofa. Old school, right? Like us 90s kids kind of all had, right? It's not a futon. A futon is different.
What's a bed?
A futon is a couch that literally
that folds down.
This is a couch, and
What's
you take the cushions out.
There's no name for that?
A sofa bed.
Oh, I guess that's it. I was thinking something else.
I think it's a sofa bed.
Yeah, I guess so.
So, but yeah,
Sofa
what's
bed.
included is a sofa bed, free snacks, a VCR, and a big-ass TV. And I guess this TV is one of those big, like, box TVs, you know, that you would have back in the day before, obviously, flat screens, plasmas, and all that shit. So that's what's all included. Now, before we get too excited, bookings did open up today. Now, before we get too excited again, this is, unfortunately, for residents of Bend and or Deschutes County. So anybody who lives in that county. So it's kind of like a thank you. A thank you for keeping us open. A thank you for keeping the last Blockbuster alive. And right now, as of the 17th, anybody in the Deschutes County can book this out. And it's open for 3 different nights. And I forget what the nights are here. Let me see if I have it. So September 18th, 19th, and 20th. Booking is open on August 17th, which is today. The space is available for three individuals at most. And again, if you were looking at cost on this, this is funny. So your typical rental of a movie was $3.99. Did you know that? Did you remember that? The rental of this is a 1 penny more. It's an even $4 a night to be able to rent this Airbnb. And you get all the popcorn, all the pizza, all the snacks.
For something like that?
Oh, I'm sure it's crazy.
$4?
Yeah.
How are they even making any money?
I don't know. I think it's more of like a viral thing.
A novelty, like I'll get people excited about
for sure.
it.
And it's also like, a way Blockbuster is really trying to just kind of give back some of the support. Like, hey, come stay with us. Thanks for keeping us alive. We're the last one standing. And the other crazy thing is their website, Blockbuster, I think it's blockbuster.com. You can go there, and if you're not able to book a night or whatever, you can buy a bunch of merch, t-shirts, hats, all that kind of stuff. And all those profits do go back into that Blockbuster to really try to keep it alive. Wow. Which is really interesting. So
that's a crazy concept.
Kind of fun.
How much the $4 is helping.
Yeah, for sure. I
mean, if that's the purpose, try to help bring in funds and keep it alive. $4?
Right.
People would easily pay $100 a night for that.
Oh, easy, just to be able to do it, take all those photos. But it does sound like they are following CDC guidelines, all the social distancing. They are encouraging people of the same family to be able to book these spots instead of a bunch of different individuals. But yeah, that's kind of the latest story. But that's the picture that you'll be able to get. So
last Blockbuster in America.
Very nostalgic.
Available at Airbnb.
Very that 70s show.
Yeah.
Tied in with Blockbuster.
And then you can all the shelves and everything are in there. I saw like a little news blurb about it. All the shelves and stuff are over there to the left, all the movie shelves, and you have access. All of it. You can go pull any movie off the shelf you want. There's a VHS, old school TV there. You can watch any movies you want for your stay.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, it's like I was going to say for a kid, it's kind of like a dream come true, but these kids, would they even care? They don't even know what Blockbuster is. For us, which are not kids anymore, I don't know. I don't know how excited the kids of today are.
I think if the kids actually stayed there, they'd probably be on their phone. They wouldn't even utilize the place. It's a different world.
But does it have a Sega Genesis and a Super in there?
They didn't say anything about no video games.
Where you could get the game aisle.
I think it's just
Could
movies.
we hit Double Dragon 2 on there?
I don't think so.
We do FIFA 96.
I think
FIFA 94.
I think Dallas has to go to Best Buy, buy NBA Jam, put it in the studio.
We need that.
We cannot play it at Blockbuster at the Airbnb.
We need that in our lives. Just to catch up on some comments on the kid conversation. Good shit going on in the chat. Uncle Jim, basically it's time to shit or get off the pot.
Oh, wow.
There is no perfect time to have a kid, but you'll wish you had a kid earlier when it becomes too late. Winger, people always rise to the challenge. Neighborhood, ain't nothing to do with it, ain't nothing to it, but to do it. I have 4 kids. Never thought I'd be here, but it's great and feel extremely grateful for them. Eli, that's Status Saragraph. Eli, adopting is the shit. Blake P, having kids isn't a decision to take lightly. I'd say to anyone who isn't 100% in, they should reconsider because there's too many halfway parents who aren't committed enough and do a shitty job at it.
I'd agree with that.
That's a great, I think we all step out in society and we could look around and see that, right?
Great take.
You could see truth to that comment there. And that's kind of, not necessarily my fear, but I know what you're talking about, the halfway shit. I wouldn't really be a halfway parent. I know I would give up. I'd have to give up, or I would. I'd give up a lot of the shit that I do or a lot of shit that I'm into to make sure their experience is great. And there's a lot of shit that I feel like, I'm not bagging on my parents, but there's a lot of shit I would have done differently. There's a lot of stuff that I feel like I would be a better parent, just as probably they did. From where they came from, my grandparents, you know what I mean? They feel like they did a lot of stuff for me. I was a better parent. Now I feel the same way. So I'd love to be able to give that to my kids.
Yeah, you bet.
But at the same time, yeah, man, I have to think about that advice, Blake, because I'm a person that is not 100% in every day. Not by any means. Not by any stretch, bro. Not by any stretch. So it's just really interesting. Last story here for me. This will kind of lead into the NBA. Did you see Jimmy Butler has started a business in the bubble?
No, I didn't. I heard him talking shit like I don't need any friends in the bubble.
Pull up this sign that I airdropped you earlier. I gave you this airdrop of this photo, but I didn't tell you what it was for.
Okay.
This is Jimmy Butler's Big Face Coffee. Okay? He started a business called Big Face Coffee in the bubble.
Oh, wow.
Okay?
Okay.
While many players use their precious personal item slots to bring memories from home, their favorite video game consoles, other nonsense, Jimmy Butler decided to bring a French press into the NBA bubble.
Fancy.
And he's now running his own business out of his room. Dude, here's the greatest shit. Look at small, $20.
Oh,
medium,
wow.
$20. Large, $20.
Okay.
Doesn't matter. That's part of the genius of this whole thing. Everything being $20. This lulls the consumer into a false sense of security by setting a ridiculous bottom line. He already sets it at $20. Naturally, most people are going to say, all right, I'm going to get the large.
Yeah.
Because it's $20. Forgetting that they're paying $20 for a cup of coffee. Right. Like, you're still paying $20 for a cup of coffee, bro. Just because it's the same price as but that's the hustle of it. Man, that's the genius of Jimmy Butler. They forgot they got bamboozled into paying $20. Not only does it keep cash flow free for Butler, but it means no messy debt collecting on the back end. None. Lots of options. Giving the customer choice is key. I don't really know how Butler is planning or is making a pour-over, macchiato, or cappuccino in a French press, but I do think that's something that his customers would enjoy. Look at that latte, pour-over, cappuccino, Americano, espresso.
I don't know what any of that means.
What do you get when you don't drink coffee, huh?
Oh, shit. I've had like 2 sips ever.
Lastly, I think the smiley faces is clutch right there.
I think those are great.
That makes you feel like...
welcome.
Yeah, it makes you feel like, oh, this is a good business, even though you're being robbed blind. $20 for a cup of coffee.
Very welcome.
That the guy's making on his French press.
That smiley face is almost as bad as a stick figure.
Yeah.
Same thing.
So there you go. Jimmy Butler.
No IOUs, just
no
so everybody
IOUs,
knows,
bro.
Yeah.
No IOUs.
No, I got you later.
Nope, cash only.
Can't do that, fool.
So Jimmy Butler's running his own little business.
I'd like to monitor the success. I'd like to see what's going on. Can we have a vlog that he starts?
I know, right?
What are we doing? I want to see this.
I want to see some P&L statements, profit and loss, bro.
JaVale McGee started a vlog in the bubble. Why can't we see his?
How's his going?
I think it's going pretty well.
Have you been watching?
One.
It? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
He's only one episode out, or you've only watched one?
I've only watched one.
Oh, how many has he got? You know?
I think he's done it since they've been there.
Oh, shit.
He's grinding.
JaVale McGee. I should get that soundbite on here. Speaking of the bubble, we talked playoffs. Playoffs are now starting off. What do we had in the Nuggets game here, by the way? 75-76.
Oh, jeez.
Nuggets a 4.5-point dog. Not looking great at the moment. Now on the live line, you can get them as low as 2.5 live. What do you think? Is that worth betting?
No.
Nuggets minus 2.5, or you think the Jazz might win the game?
Jazz could win.
How's it going? Someone that's watching the game, tell me. How are the Nuggets looking? They're looking bad?
Chase actually says, dang, bros, the cast short on viewers because of Big Donnie is live, and so are the Nuggets during the cast.
The Thuggets, bro.
The
Calls them the
Thuggets.
Thuggets. Remember that when they at Kmart?
Oh, yeah.
Kenny Martin and shit. Everyone was calling them Thuggets. Back when it was like Western Conference Finals days when Kobe beat him.
You're right.
That 2009.
That doesn't surprise me. Anybody who played for Cincinnati.
Yeah.
It was a thug. Anybody.
Bubble-wise, are you who do you got to make the Western Conference Finals? Let's just start there.
Western Conference Finals, obviously. You'd probably see...
You still sticking with the original predictions, or are you kind of going...
I mean...
From what you've seen, changed it up?
Yeah, I mean, the Lakers, I mean, their injury, resting AD, is he playing? Is LeBron playing? You got thigh contusions. You got groin issues with LeBron. I mean, I still think they can probably take the Western Conference. Not easy, but it's them or the Clippers, 100%.
One of the hottest bets right now I've seen on the internet, social media, is everyone taking the Blazers over the Lakers in the first round. People taking the Blazers to upset. I think last I saw they were plus 500 to upset the series.
I'd love to see that.
A lot of people are taking that, and when that happens, usually when it starts to gain steam like that, a lot of people are taking it. Usually you're just giving your money away.
True.
Not that I don't think the Blazers are dangerous. Not that I'm not concerned with how the Lakers have looked. If you're a Laker fan, you got to be a little concerned, especially the matchup, and you got to be concerned with the way the Lakers have looked. And then the first round matchup is not good. I mean, these guys have shooters from all over. You saw Dame pull up from the NBA logo over the weekend.
Yeah, of course.
You saw Gary Trent Jr. can shoot the three.
Yeah.
Who the hell is Gary Trent Jr.? Guy's just sharp shooting it everywhere on the floor. CJ McCollum breaking ankles and popping the three in your face.
And he's got a broken back.
Right.
I got a broken back. It's spinal.
The Lakers the Blazers are nothing to mess with here.
Nurkic, great to have him back.
Nurkic. Oh,
holy
gosh,
shit.
Has Nurkic been great? Where was this when he was with the Nuggets?
Dude, the big man is back.
No shit.
In
You
the
see
NBA.
him young jocking it a little bit
dude,
too?
that guy's
oh
tight.
My gosh.
And I think his grandmother just passed away due to COVID.
Yeah, he did.
Crazy.
She did. Yep. So I'm nervous. I do think the Lakers get by. I don't know that the Lakers come out of the West, though, bro. I do think.
I think those Clippers are tough.
Clippers in the first round matchup with Doncic.
Should be easy.
And the Mavs.
I think during the regular season, I think Clippers.
Should be easy.
I think Clippers had that series 2-1, if not 3-0 on that during the regular season. I'm not worried about that.
What do you think?
Easy.
Series on games. Over under 5 games on the series.
Ooh, 5. Right at 5. I'm going to say.
I think that's the line.
I'm going to say, I'm going to say Clippers finish it in 5 or less.
5 or less, so they get 1 win? The Mavs get 1 win out of this whole series?
Yep.
You don't even, wow.
Uh-huh.
No love for the Mavs at all.
Cody,
no love for Luka. Jeez.
Nah, Clippers are too good for the Mavs.
Rockets Thunder. What do you think of that matchup?
I love this one, man. I wonder how much Russell's going to play, or if he's going to be back game 1, game 2. It sounds like he's probably going to be back for game 2 with his ailments that he's dealing with. But I love this. I mean, it's like, the franchise player of his
Chris
previous
Paul
team.
His former team, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think this bodes super, super well. And I think this is probably going to be one of the most entertaining series. And on top of that, this series may go 7.
Woo!
This series may go 7.
All right.
Chris Paul, that dude, he's going to write his own narrative on this. I think Russell has his shit. He's going to step up. God, I think this is going to be great, dude. And I think the one leaky socket that the Rockets have is that PJ Tucker. Dude, they got rid of Capella. They're big. Mm-hmm. They don't have any bigs. They can't guard, so it's all small lineup. It's weird. PJ Tucker is not that great of a defender, if you ask me. He's had problems with, during the bubble, his whole thing.
Especially, I was just going to say, he hasn't looked good in the bubble
I
at
mean,
all.
the bubble's been really, really bad for that guy. So, I don't know, man. The matchup is probably, Steven Adams, that guy's tough to guard. PJ's not going to do it. So, I don't know, man. I think the matchup almost looks better for OKC. I don't know. We'll see.
Moving over to the Eastern Conference, you think the Bucks sweep the Magic?
Sweep?
Yeah, 4-0. The line is 4.5. Over under 4.5 on the Bucks. So you'd have to you take the over. That means the Magic are going to win at least one game. You take the under. That means the Bucks sweep.
It's hard to sweep, but as long as Giannis doesn't get thrown out, Middleton plays well. I think this matchup is probably the only legitimate sweep.
I looked at it initially, and I was like, oh, sweep, for sure. I'm going to take this. But then the more I thought about it, the Bucks have looked terrible in the bubble. Not terrible, but not great.
Not great.
Not like they're blowing cats out. Not like they're running away with shit. Not like they're like, oh, we're ready to take this Eastern Conference. And now I may be looking at Boston as a little bit more, not necessarily dangerous, but
yeah,
Boston, the Raptors.
Yeah, if Tatum can get his shit together and start playing better, because he hasn't had a great bubble performance either.
Mm-hmm.
If Tatum gets his shit together, the Celtics can be very dangerous.
Celtics, Sixers, what do you, how far do you think, how many games do you think you see that going?
I see Celtics pulling this one out. I really, really do. I think Ben Simmons, that loss that they have where I think they were cleaning his knee. I think he had knee surgery. Is that correct?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think that's a big loss, especially now that Ben Simmons has learned to shoot outside shots. I think that's fantastic. A little too late, I think, in this case. And I think Joel Embiid's not enough to really carry this team. So I think this is a great matchup for the Celtics. I think the Celtics clean this one. I think this one probably goes 6.
6?
Yeah, 6.
Raptors, Nets.
Raptors, Nets. The Raptors, man, they have that experience pedigree. Even losing Kawhi, that experience pedigree that they have, especially with Lowry at the helm. Who's that stud from Wichita? Van Fleet.
Fred Van Vliet, yeah.
Van Fleet, dude, is really playing well. Is leading that team. Shit, I think that guy had 50 some odd points in one of his games.
Yeah.
During the bubble. Mm-hmm. So I think that team is great, man. Pascal Siakam is tight. They've got their bigs. I think they've got everything to make that very interesting. And I'm putting my money on the Raptors.
Over 4.5 is the line on that one. Same as the Bucks series. Raptors to sweep. Over under 4.5.
I still don't see a sweep.
Dude, I know the way Brooklyn's played in the bubble. They're on the opposite end of the Bucks.
Dude.
They've been looking. Dude,
those fuckers are hungry.
They didn't even have everyone the other night against Lillard, and they took him to the brink.
I was scared.
Yeah,
that
was great, and I think Nets were getting 10 in that game. They're getting 10 tonight against the Raptors too, plus 10.
I'm taking that plus 10. Can you lock me in?
I can lock you in.
Lock me in.
Plus 10. Brooklyn Nets.
Yeah.
You think they're going over 4.5 for the series too, huh?
Yes, I do.
Maybe you want to lock some on the series too.
All right. Yeah, actually, we won't do it on the cast. We'll do it after the cast. But
you got a little time.
I'll do both on that. That makes sense to me.
There.
Yeah.
Those are some of the series bets. Some of the bets we were looking at for the playoffs. We'll see kind of how the next round shapes up. Pacers Heat. I don't really care about that series. I think that's probably the worst series in this thing.
Is Oladipo back? He's back, isn't he?
Yeah.
Unlimited?
Yeah.
Just limited status? Yeah.
I like TJ Warren a lot for the Pacers. I just don't think either of those teams has a shot at winning the next round.
No.
You're going to lose probably to the Bucks either way. So, not really. I mean, assuming the Bucks do what they need to do. What if the Bucks got upset by the Magic, huh?
That'd be crazy.
That ain't happening.
That'd be sick.
That ain't happening.
You'd have our friend Jared Mueller of the cast just fucking happy as a pig and shit.
Goat James, Lakers versus Nuggets for the Western Conference Finals.
That would be sick.
I'd take that, Goat James.
Hell yeah.
Dalton Ward, the Clips have the Mavs figured out, no doubt. I'm a big Mavs fan, but it's going to be a rough series, I fear, for the Mavs. He's a Mavs fan. He's on board with you. He thinks the Clips are going to beat him and either sweep him out. Maybe they win one. Mm-hmm. Raptors in 5. This is Specs BV. Raptors in 5. LeVert is going to have a 40-point hero game. But other than that, all Raptors. Mm-hmm. There you go. My Aunt Berta snuck into the cast. I'm working. How's it going, MUP fam? Aunt Berta, how you doing? She shout out to my Aunt Berta. She's retiring, bro.
Is she?
She's retiring. She just decided she was going to teach one more year and then just ride off into the sunset. But with COVID and everything else, she's like, I don't really want to deal with it.
I think that's a great step. My mom did the same thing last year. Last year, she's like, you know what? And that was before we even knew of COVID. She's just like, you know what? Politics, because there's a lot of politics, right? Not only in life, but in the education system. Holy shit. And she's just like, I'm just not going to deal with it anymore. And she was going to work another 2 years. Mm-hmm. Then she is so glad that she is retired because of COVID came on top of that.
I tweeted that out the other day. It's very, very hard, dude. It's very hard for everyone involved. Everyone involved has tough decisions and has tough shit to deal with. Whether you're a parent that's got to figure out how you're going to work and teach the kid and stay home.
Do I send my kids to this death zone?
Right. Do you send them into school? Whether you're a teacher going to school to teach, everyone has got it tough. No one has the right answers. It's funny because everyone's just at each other's throats, and I'm just seeing claws. All the claws came out, and everyone wants to scratch and argue and cry and whine and say why the other people are wrong. No one's really wrong.
I'm just busy slamming White Claws.
No one's really wrong here.
That's all I'm doing.
What? Everything's tough, bro. Everything is hard. It's hard on the kids. It's hard on the parents. It's hard on the teachers. Mm-hmm. It's going to be hard on everyone. No matter what decision we go with, there's no blanket situation that just works for everyone. This is the best thing. That's why it's hard. And you guys screaming and arguing and crying and finger pointing is not going to help anything. Mm-hmm. It's not going to help anyone. So let's maybe try to figure out let's work together, whether it's a solution we come to where, hey, let's send kids back to school Monday, Wednesday, Friday to start, or just 2 days a week. Let's explore some options that work for both sides instead of just saying, flipping this side off and this side flipping this off and saying, you're wrong, you don't know, and then doing one thing, and then now we have everyone pissed off and yelling at each other. Can we just try? We just try to get along. Jesus. Anyway, let's move into the UFC, Dow.
Okay.
Keep an eye on this Nuggets game here. No, Nuggets are down, bro.
Yeah, that's what I was just looking at.
What?
Jeez.
83-85.
Utah's a tough team, dude. I'm just glad we're not playing Utah because I think that gives us the one up a little bit. But Utah's a tough team. They're scary.
Wow.
They're scary in the playoffs.
This is crazy, bro.
Yeah, 9-11 left in the fourth.
This is crazy, bro. Nuggets at +3 right now. Ooh,
Getting close to taking it.
scary. Start of the fourth quarter. I'm gonna stay away.
Give me that +7.
I liked them, dude. I thought about taking them at -4.5. Now I'm looking at it like, ooh, good thing I didn't do that.
Oh, shit.
Good thing I didn't do that. UFC over the weekend. UFC 252. Let's jump into that. We got tons of reaction, tons of sound. We have some stuff that set up some future cards. We have some different things that happened there. Mm-hmm. Did you watch the entire card? What'd you do?
I did. I watched the entire card. Well, I had it on in the background, right? The prelims. I'm not a big fan of the prelims. I should get to know these people. I should know their names, and I should get more involved. But obviously the main card, I was trying to spend some time with Robin. Mm-hmm. I'll just be honest with you here. Trying to spend some time with Robin. So prelims were on in the background, so they were on in our household, but I wasn't that locked in. But I will tell you this. Come 8 o'clock, I was locked in, and I bought the son of a bitch.
Oh, you did?
I did.
Wow.
I bought it.
What is it, 60?
$60. 60 or maybe 64,
60
I don't remember.
bones.
60 bones. I paid.
Wait, didn't you buy it last time too and you got bad service?
And I got refund, remember?
Oh, that's right.
So I gave it another chance. Oh, shit. It was crystal clear this time, dog. I don't know what happened.
Good.
I don't know if my internet just was better tonight than it was, less saturated. I don't know, but it was great. Loved it.
I did not buy it. I streamed. I did have a couple little issues. I had to click in and out a few different times. And
yeah. I just don't want to deal with that shit anymore.
I had to deal with some stuff. But I'm also very poor.
So am I.
I'm just kidding. John Dodson, Merab Davishvili.
Mm-hmm.
What did you think of that fight? And how the way Davishvili is probably one of the better wrestlers in that division, and he just could not hold John Dodson down. And I love the analogy. I forgot which one of the announcers was like, John Dodson's like a tennis ball. He just bounces. Every time he grabs him, he just bounces. Do you see him try to slam him on the canvas too? And he just bounced right back up. Just could not hold him down. But Dodson didn't do anything in the fight.
Nothing.
He just kept standing there trying to wait for a counterpunch to knock him out. And he does have knockout power, but dude, Davishvili is going to be a tough guy to knock out anyway. Did you see his nose? If he's rolling around with a nose like that every day, what makes you think you're just going to be able to knock him out easy? I mean,
true.
Give me a break. So I thought that was bad strategy by Dodson. I don't know if it was his corner or what their plan was or if he didn't execute the plan, but just not good there. I thought Davishvili really dominated the fight, and easy win. Pineda Burns.
Oh, yeah.
Surprising. Did you see what I tweeted? Calling Herbert Burns trash.
He is trash.
You can't. Now, if you guys watch the fight,
this fool walked in like he owned the motherfucker.
You saw all the stuff leading up to it. You saw that he goes in as a -265 favorite. You saw that Daniel Pineda hasn't fought in the UFC since he was 28 years old. Mm-hmm. He's now 34 or 35 years old.
6 years, I believe.
Taking this fight. And Herbert Burns not only doesn't make weight for the fight. That's disrespectful as fuck.
Yeah.
To your opponent, to the fans, to everyone. Just to me, it comes off like he doesn't give a shit.
Right.
So this is why I felt the need to tweet out Herbert Burns is trash, because he not only did he not make weight, then he walked in like the cockiest son of a bitch I've ever seen. He walked in like he was Conor McGregor into the UFC Apex, chest out, a bunch of head movements, scowl on his face, just acted like he ran the joint. Then he goes in there, gets beat the way he does in the first round, and then gets finished in the second round. Mm-hmm. What do you do as a -265 favorite? Come on, bro.
Dog shit.
Come on. That's terrible. That's absolutely terrible. And the announcers, when he was walking to the ring, were talking about him being the future of this division, him being the future, possibly the future of the sport, all this shit. Guy has a long way to go, bud. Long way. Not even close. Not even close. The guy's not for one, he's not a professional. He didn't make weight. He's not a professional fighter.
Right.
Number two, if you're going to walk in cocky, or if you're going to talk a bunch of trash in the pre-fight interview and all this shit, you better be able to go in there and back it up. Is there anything worse than a guy that talks all this shit and then goes and gets knocked out, not decision beat, put out, finished in the second round, and finished badly, finished in a crucifix where he was getting his head elbowed into the canvas, and he couldn't
protect himself.
Anything.
Nothing.
Protect himself. Yeah. That's what I was looking for. He couldn't do anything. You're just standing there taking elbows to the face.
Yeah.
From a guy that's been out of the UFC since he was 28 years old, he's now 35. What are we doing? What are we doing, Herbert Burns?
I've got no respect. And I thought it was interesting how the commentators, Joe Rogan and them, were like, they were even talking about his body. They were like, look at how he looks. No, he doesn't even look like a man who not only didn't make weight, but couldn't make weight.
Right.
He looked out of shape. He looked just confused. And then, for Pineda to get 20% of the purse as well, for him not making the weight as well, good for Pineda. He's been out for a long time, 6 years. He got 20% of Herbert Burns' purse.
And he got performance of the night.
Yeah. This guy's going to go buy a house for his family.
Dude, he looked good, man. And did you hear during the fight, they talked to Pineda before the fight, and they were like, hey, he took the fight on short notice? Pineda took it on short notice. Like,
did he?
Very short notice.
I didn't hear that.
And they said, hey, are you going to be in shape? How's your cardio? He's like, I'm not really in the best shape of my life, but I think I got a hard 15 in me, is what his quote was. That's what he said. For a guy to take that fight on short notice and make, quote unquote, maybe one of the future fighters of the sport look like he did, beat him in a crucifix, that's a tough position to hold anyone down in.
Outside of the ring 6 years?
Right.
Get the fuck out of here.
Right.
That's crazy.
Great shit.
And he had great tattoos. See his back tattoo? Holy shit.
Yeah.
And the front is great.
Some color in there.
Great artwork.
Looking good. Daniel Pineda, I thought that was a very impressive win, deserved performance of the night.
Yeah.
Beat him the way he did. Burns, you got to go back to the drawing board. Just because you're Gilbert Burns' brother and he's been having some success doesn't mean you run the place.
No.
Go back to the drawing board, guy. Get your head on straight. Junior Dos Santos, Jairzinho Rosenstruck. I owe you $10 for this fight. I thought Dos Santos might have been able to avoid the big shot, but it's just not there anymore.
It's not.
His chin just can't take the shots anymore. It's not that he's not a good fighter. It's not that he doesn't know what he's doing in there. It's simply the chin. I think once you get of a certain age and once you've been knocked out a certain amount of times, we've seen it with tons of different fighters in this sport over the years. There's a button, and that button can be pushed easier and easier every single fight. And I feel like we're seeing that with Dos Santos. Now, we've seen him be able to bounce back from some big-time knockouts in his career. I've seen that guy get knocked out and then come back out and get a big-time win. So that's maybe, kind of what I was thinking there, but just didn't happen. Rosenstruck looked just as dangerous as he has looked before he fought Francis Ngannou, and Dos Santos looks like he's got to step away.
Yeah. I just thought, and Junior looked really good, man. He looked the best shape. He almost looked skinny to me. I was really,
right.
Dude,
I was saying he just looks mad old.
I was just really impressed. But and I think his speed was better than Rosenstruck. I think his just agility and just he just looked better. But man, when it comes to trying to miss those big strikes that Rosenstruck is going to bring, dude, it's if one or two of those lands, God damn, it's hard to not be over. It really is. And that was the call that I made. That was the call that actually happened. I don't feel lucky on this. I feel like you said it right. I mean, if Junior could avoid some of those, he couldn't. He didn't. And come round two, he was put down. But did you see the companionship afterwards? See Rosenstruck sit down next to him and kind of just hang with him and have a moment with him?
Yes.
I thought that was great from a respect perspective because Dos Santos has been there, dude, for a long time. Like, he's been in the game for a long time. So I really enjoyed seeing that as well.
Yeah. Same. Moving on to the co-main event of the evening. A little bit disappointing, I'd say. Sugar Sean O'Malley and Marlon Vera. Not disappointing because Vera gets the win. Chito Vera deserved the win. Disappointing because I feel like this is a fight I really wanted to see O'Malley in. I wanted to see it completion, and I wanted to see how it played out to see where O'Malley's at. This is still a guy that's really young in his MMA career. Yeah. He had a lot of hype going in because of the knockouts and some of the especially the last knockout, the walkaway KO. It's built up a lot of that Conor McGregor type hype. He's kind of a provocative figure outside the cage. Yeah. Not necessarily provocative in a controversial way. Maybe provocative is not the right word, but he's a showman. He's got the bright hair. He's got the bright lights around him, the cool name, the Sugar Show, all that stuff. He got injured in the fight.
Yeah.
What can you say? And I think that's why I'm disappointed because I wanted to use this. I wanted to see this as a test to see where he's really at because Chito Vera is no joke. And I think you and I both thought O'Malley would be able to get it done.
Yeah.
Vera, I got my ass killed on this card. I lost more money than I won, but I did win some money on Vera.
Did you?
I put money on Vera to finish him.
Did you?
And money on Vera straight up because the odds were just crazy. He was plus 250 And dude, Vera's a dog.
He is.
I mean, he's not a guy that's you can just push to the side. And I was like, O'Malley's still pretty damn young. I'm surprised that O'Malley's a minus 300 favorite. Vera's plus 250. Let me see what's up with Vera. And then I saw the odds on him to finish him, and he was like plus 450, 500 to finish. I was like, yeah, let me just see what's going on here. I just threw $10 each, real light, but came out on top due to the injury. And I saw earlier today that there's nothing broken.
The MRI came back negative, yeah.
But it looks like he's still, but we're still up in the air if he has to have surgery.
We could see like tendon issues, muscle issues.
Because it looks like a similar injury to what he had before is what everyone's saying. No one's confirmed that it's the exact same type of thing.
Do they know if it's a knee or if it's an ankle? They're not really saying, right?
No, I haven't seen. But what I have seen is, or what I do know is that he went down in a similar fashion in 2018, UFC 222. When he beat, who was it? Andre Sukuman? By decision. And he went down with a similar injury there. This one he got finished because Vera's just crazy.
Right.
But what do you think his future is? Think he's able to come back from it? You think he's an injury-prone type of guy? What do you think it is?
Yeah, I mean, you're going to see some injuries and some injury-prone stuff, but I think his next fight he bounces back immediately. I do.
Dana White, I guess let's get some comments from Dana White here. He was asked about a number of things in the press conference, one of them being Sugar Sean O'Malley, and kind of what I just asked you there. Is he an injury-prone fighter? Or, what kind of happens? And here's what he had to say here.
Stop him from reaching his full potential?
Yeah, you never know in this sport. You never know what's going to happen. You have some guys that never have injuries. They can come on. Look at Robbie Lawler. I mean, Robbie Lawler's like one of the most durable human beings that I've ever met in my life. Some of the wars that guy's been in, and he's back in the gym on Monday and never has any really serious injuries. And then, you look at a kid like O'Malley. But even a guy like Conor McGregor in the Max Holloway fight, he got injured, and some of our other, stars that were on the rise. I can't remember off the top of my head, but there was a point in time when I was like, Jesus Christ, another guy just blew his ACL.
Audio kind of goes out there. It's the UFC's issue, not ours. But basically, he didn't really say anything about O'Malley, whether he thinks he will or won't be injury prone. But he did bring up, you just never know in the sport. We remember what happened with Conor McGregor, and I'm not sure if you remember that, and if the viewers remember that or not. But Conor McGregor back in 2013 in the Max Holloway fight tore his ACL in the fight, hurt his knee pop during the second round, and he was able to finish the fight through the injury and win the fight. And he just came back red hot because he was able to finish the fight and win the fight. Now, luckily, McGregor didn't get hurt seriously, and we know what he's gone on to since. We don't know what's going to be the case for Sean. Yeah. Sean had the injury. Then he had a few fights where he had some early TKOs. He had some good knockouts. Fights didn't go crazy length. Fights didn't go the full distance. We don't know if the guy's going to be durable. What I will say by just looking at him, the guy's tiny. His frame's tiny. Everything about him is small. So when he is throwing those leg kicks with the ferocity he's throwing them, he's bound to get hurt. I don't know. He just looks like a smaller guy.
Goes right to the bone.
It looks right. And it looks like, I don't know if he got hurt on when Vera was checking one of the kicks or if it was something to do. I don't know. I didn't see exactly where Sean got hurt, but disappointed with it. Congrats to Cheeto Vera. I think it was well-deserved. I would have liked to see it without injury. And O'Malley has since put out an Instagram post, and all it said was humbled. So looks like he's going to take a step back and kind of try to figure out what he wants to do.
Good.
But neighborhood, RIP to Sean's ankle. I have no doubt he would win if that leg wasn't injured. Sean has so much control over the fight. His boxing skills are amazing. So that's neighborhood. Neighborhood thinks he would have no issues there. Let's see. This I'm going to catch up on some comments in a second, but the main event.
Yeah.
Stipe versus Cormier.
Did I call this one or what?
What'd you think? Yep. You were on it. Stipe with the win.
Stipe had control the whole damn time.
Well, it was 2-2 though, going into the fifth. That's what they were saying.
But I felt like Stipe controlled the fight for the most part. Sure, DC landed a couple great shots, that took you out of the seat and like, yeah, maybe he's back. But he didn't do anything. Stipe held him against the cage multiple times, dude.
We couldn't see into the second round.
Well, that is true. If that wouldn't happen, so Stipe gets called. Wait, no. Yeah, it was DC that gets called for the eye poke
For
first.
the eye poke first,
right?
yep.
And then Stipe doesn't actually get called, and this eye poke is vicious, dog. We saw the waves go through with contact on that slow motion. Did you see that?
Yes, of course.
Holy shit, man, that looked
Of course. It was awful, dude.
The guy looked blind afterwards.
Yeah, it was awful. Here's what DC had to say in the press conference after. And, dude, you could see, did you see the press conference after?
Oh, it was bad. Yeah.
I can't show you guys the video because of copyright, but I'll play you the sound here. His eye you can't even see out of it.
You don't see right now?
I can't see anything out of my left eye.
Black. It's just
it's black. So,
wow.
I mean, it is what it is, you know. Yeah, it doesn't matter. I mean, I told Mark that he poked me, but he said he thought it was a punch. But then after the fight, he said, yeah, he said, I saw it on the replay. So I just can't see out of my left eye. So it doesn't matter, though. Whatever. It is what it is.
What are your feelings right now after this?
We'll get back to the rest of it in a second. But the eye poke, I think it was big, dude. I think it was big in the fight. I'm not saying that's the reason he lost or anything like that. And I know they both poked each other's eyes. Here's what I hated. DC, it was 10 times, in my opinion, 10 times worse of an eye poke, and he got no stoppage. He got no love. The ref told him it was a fist.
Mm-hmm.
What is that?
That sucks.
It's just I guess it's a bad break, and the ref obviously went back in the replay and apologized. But still, dude, I mean, it's one of those things where you look at it and it's like that was way worse.
Yeah,
way worse.
Oh, dude, 100%.
Let me see if I have. Damn it, I had the audio of Stipe talking about the eye poke. Hold up, let me see if it's the right section.
I'm going for that 5th round.
See.
Or you got.
Sorry, it jumped on me.
I'm going for that 5th round.
His eyesight's a little bit impaired. I'm curious. I mean, obviously you've been through that as well. So knowing that, I mean, do you feel bad that happened?
Yeah.
Is it just part of the fight game? What's your feelings on that?
Well, I felt bad. It wasn't trying to be intentional. I even told him like 45 times. I said I was sorry during the fight. Even during the fight, I'm like, hey, I'm sorry. You know what I mean? But what you can do? He did it to me multiple times. You know, whatever. He said it wasn't on purpose, and like mine wasn't on purpose. I wasn't trying to. Like I honestly didn't realize I poked him in the eye until I looked up and I saw it on the replay. I'm like, oh, I totally poked him in the eye. That was my bad.
There you go. Totally poked him in the eye. That was my bad. But go James in the chat. Karma. That's karma. Yeah, I think there was both eye pokes. It's just is what it is. I hate, I hate when big fights end, like, O'Malley with the injury, this with that. I'm not saying that this wasn't still a good fight. We talked about it being 2-2 going in the 5th, or the announcer said that. But now DC loses. We've heard a lot of conversation about this being his last fight. Mm-hmm. You think that's true? You think he's done? You think he moves on?
No, I don't. I don't think he's done. No, I don't. I think if he would have won this, yes, he would have rode off into the sunset. This would have been his last. He would have went out with a bang. But he's not going to be able to sleep well for days, for weeks, based off this fight. And I don't think we see him. Yeah, you know what? We might see him before the end of the year. We might see him before the end of the year.
You're crazy.
We
end of
might.
This year?
We might.
Wow.
But is Stipe the greatest heavyweight of all time? I don't think so.
More title defenses. That's kind of what they're basing it off of is title defenses,
Yeah.
So that's what you're looking at there. Dana White talking about the eye poke and what he thinks about DC retiring.
I just think, Cormier, the way that guy is and the competitor that he is, he says, I'm not going out like that. I don't know. That's my prediction.
With the eye poke, does that make it more that way to you, that there was something that maybe you can clearly point to that he was,
Yeah, maybe. But listen, you can't look at the eye poke and, take that away. There were 2 eye pokes. They both got poked in the eye. And Cormier, that eye was hurt before the poke. Right. We got a big group text that goes on. And I was like, there's something wrong with Cormier's eye. And then he got poked after that. That didn't help. Yeah. But they both got poked. You can't use that as an excuse.
I think DC's done. And it's emotional after a fight. You can't always take what a fighter says in the ring. You got to take it with a grain of salt. It's not in stone. It's not, written in it's not written in stone. Here's DC after the fight, and this is what he says.
being on the losing end of two big fights and trilogies, it's a very sad position to be in, but I will deal with it as I've dealt with things in the past. So,
do you think that this is it, or do you have to think about? You have to go home to your family and think about this, or?
You know, Joe, I'm not interested in fighting for anything but titles, and I don't imagine there's going to be a title in the future. So that'll be it for me. You know, I've had a long run. It's been great. I mean, I just fought my last fight for a heavyweight championship, and it was a pretty good fight. So
it was a great fight. It was a great fight. You've been a great champion, and you will, without a doubt, go down in history as one of the greatest combat sports athletes of all time.
There you go. So, according to him, he's going to be done with it.
Yeah. If there's no more title defenses or there's no titles to fight for, I'm out.
Right. Yeah. According to him, it's out. Did you see John Jones on Twitter?
I did, in fact.
John Jones inserted himself into the heavyweight conversation, which kind of confuses me because John Jones, last I heard, he was retiring from the UFC and not defending the light heavyweight title.
Correct.
You remember that? But now he wants to come in and insert himself into the heavyweight conversation. It just didn't make a lot of sense to me. Kind of confused by it. And here's what Dana White had to say.
Next. I mean, you can't jump over Francis. Francis has been out there destroying everybody. And if you look at how long ago it was that he got that title shot, he's worked his way back. It belongs to Francis Ngannou. But yeah, John Jones going to heavyweight is very interesting.
All right, just a couple.
So no chance that Dana White's going to let John Jones just come in and step in and fight for the heavyweight title. He's not going to bump Francis Ngannou again. That's a guy that's been there, deserves the shot. He's knocking fools out left and right. I respect that. I like that Dana White's not letting John Jones just slide through and roll over everything. Did you see the promotion for Paulo Costa versus Israel Adesanya, the style bender, bro?
I did.
UFC 253, September 26th is what this looks like. Now, this isn't even up on the UFC's website yet. They had the promo during the show, but they have not put it up on the website. The only two upcoming events on UFC.com currently are the October. Oh, look at that, dude. Just updated.
Is it on there now?
Just updated.
Nice.
Never mind. Everything I was going to say doesn't matter. So you got two UFC fight nights, the 29th or August 22nd, this coming Saturday, and then the 29th, the following Saturday. And then it looks like there's a huge gap in the schedule, and then you go to September 26th. So here is Dana White talking about that fight. Let me pull it up. Did you see? Are you interested in that fight? Are you pumped for it? Are you not as pumped? Dana White's pumped.
Yeah,
the promo was pretty wild too.
I'm a little pumped for it. I don't really like either of the two fighters.
Why not?
Adesanya or Paulo Costa. Costa seems
like a little Mike Tyson, dude. He just comes in there like a straight knockout.
Dude, he's a straight knockout boxer. There's no doubt about it. But and I think Adesanya's got the style bender. I get it. He's got the crazy movements. He's like kind of similar to John Jones when John Jones was in his younger days. You just didn't know what to expect. But I don't know, man. I think the last Adesanya fight where he didn't have to do shit, he just kind of survived, and actually won or like defended his title. It was a boring fight. And Adesanya is not boring. So I think I'm just kind of living in the past and not expecting much here. I hope Costa knocks the shit out of him. That's what I hope.
Here's Dana White on that fight.
You guys think, but I predict that's fight of the year.
What?
Fight of the year.
Get out of here.
Is there any chance it happens here?
It's my bad. I came in at the...
Sonya Costa announcement officially tonight. We got a date. It's a new date. A location was missing on the announcement. Do we know Yeah, I know it was probably overlooked by the editing department or something like that. So can you reveal where that's going to take place?
Not yet. I don't know what you guys think, but I predict that's fight of the year. Fight of the year. The perfect fight. If you look at the way Costa fights, he puts pressure on you. He stays in your face the whole time. Adesanya likes to stay on the outside and pick you apart. I think that fight's going to be an absolute war. Just stylistically, it matches up really, really well. And both guys are animals. Both guys want this fight really bad. And I think it's going to be fight of the year.
Fight of the year, Dallas. A fight you're not even excited about at all. He says fight of the year.
I disagree.
President of the UFC.
I don't think they match up very well.
Huh.
I don't.
Interesting.
Completely different styles, completely different. Like, I think it's right. I think Adesanya does pick people apart, and he waits. He's patient.
But that's what he likes is Costa goes forward. Costa's not going to let
the aggressor
him.
all the time.
So he just feels like it's going to be a good matchup because if they're both two guys like Israel Adesanya, then it would be maybe boring because they're trying to pick each other apart and they're waiting to pick their spots. What he's saying is Costa's not going to let him pick his spots. He's not going to try to pick his spot. He's going forward and he's trying to knock fools out. So that's why he's very excited for it because he's going to force Israel to fight him. He's not going to be able to pick his spots and just stand back, and he's going to have to attack in a way that he doesn't usually. So he thinks the matchup is good. It's kind of opposite, so he thinks it's good. Sometimes when you have two guys the same style, you have two wrestlers, it's boring. You have two guys that, pick each other apart, it gets boring. So I think that's what he's kind of.
Costa reminds me of Tommy Gunn from Rocky. What do you know about that?
No,
you don't know about that one? All right.
Slipping the mind.
How about this? Nuggets 115, Utah 113, 26 seconds left.
Damn, cuz.
We're up 2.
Damn, cuz. Yeah, I'd be stressed out I wouldn't be stressed out if I took the Nuggets +3 on the live.
It'd be good.
Just a little bit ago, which I could have done. The other fight that was announced, this one's not on UFC yet. It looks like it's not. It looks like it's done, and Dana White kind of alludes to it being done here. But September 19th, Colby Covington versus Tyron Woodley. You excited for that one?
More excited about this one than the Adesanya
Even
fight.
with Woodley's last performance. He looks kind of a little
Woodley's going to fix it.
He looked a little poopy there.
Woodley's going to fix it.
He's going to fix it.
Absolutely.
Against Colby Covington. And last time we saw Colby Covington, he was getting his face broken.
His ass handed to him.
By the champ, who's fought again since then already.
Right.
Damn, why is his name slipping me?
The jaw thing, right? It was Colby Covington's jaw.
He broke his jaw. He beat the shit out of him. What's his name? Why is it? I can't do that. I got to give him credit.
Damn it. No, I can't think of it either.
We just talked Adesanya, and him and Adesanya, I get mixed up.
Right.
Gosh damn it, Dallas. Never mind, Dallas. Piece of crap.
Sorry, man.
Just get to the sound. Just get to the sound.
That leaves a main event open on September 19th. Colby Covington, Tyron Woodley have both said we're fighting each other on September 19th. Is that main event done? Is that the fight?
I think it is. Yeah, I think it's done.
Okay.
If it's not, listen, they're both talking about it on social media, so hopefully it's done.
Nice.
Usman.
I'm nervous for Tyron Woodley with that one. I think Covington's going to be very, very hungry. Covington is, dude, he's not a bitch. I mean, let's be real. The guy was on a roll before he ran into the champ there. And what'd you say? Who was it? Usman. Kamaru. Thank you. Kamaru Usman. He was on a roll before he ran into Usman. So I think this is a nice bounce back spot for him. I'm on the fence with Tyron. I think Tyron is on that, like, kind of, if he loses this one.
He's going to Bellator?
Well, I don't know that, but how many more big fights
is he
going to
get?
I mean? Yeah, like he might be getting bumped down to the early card guy.
Sure.
Not off the main card, but he's got to win. He's got to do some proving.
Who needs this more?
To get back.
Covington?
Woodley. Oh, my gosh, Woodley. If Covington loses, he has 2 bad losses in a row to 2 really good fighters. If Woodley loses this, like I said, it drops him down the card significantly, I think, and in that division. That's where I'm at on that. I think Wood's got to have it, dude.
Wood's got to have it.
Wood's got to have it. Lastly, I thought this was very, very funny. A couple funny, 2 funny clips from the press conference. They asked Dana White about the kind of the excitement for the fight and stuff. And apparently there's no COVID restrictions going on down there, because check this out.
People were texting me saying that they were in bars and the bars were packed and going crazy.
That's good, huh?
Uh-oh.
Good for COVID, right?
Great for COVID.
Good for COVID. By the way, I think with all the schools going back and stuff, it's going to be interesting over the next 2 to 3 weeks. I don't have a prediction on what's going to happen, but I think the next 2-3 weeks are going to be very critical for our country to see where we're at. Because as everyone starts to go back to school, whether it's a few days or full time or whatever, I think we're going to see either some spikes, some number changes, or we're going to see that that's the biggest thing is there's maybe a ton of people that go back to schools. They're all asymptomatic. Everything looks like it's fine in a couple weeks. And then a month down the line, you have all these crazy spikes because they gotten all these people sick. But interesting.
Very possible.
interesting stuff. So there was people down in bars, not masked up, not caring. Just everyone's excited for the fight going out. I thought this was funny, too. They asked Stipe about his next fight.
I totally poked him in the eye. That was my bad.
Oops.
I know what you want next is some time with the family, but the leading discussion seems to be either Francis Ngannou or you got John Jones saying he wants to come see you. Does one of those stand out to you more than the other?
No, man. Right now, it's my birthday next week, so you're drinking a bunch of Modelo's.
It's my birthday next week.
No,
Modelo's.
man. Right now, it's my birthday next week, which is also my birthday next week.
Nice.
So happy birthday to my man Stipe. Him and I are sharing birthdays in the same neighborhood, in the same week. So I think I'm going to do the same thing for my birthday next week.
Have a bunch of Modelo's.
My birthday next week, so you're drinking a bunch of Modelo's.
There you go. I love that. That's that shit right there. That's that shit. Yeah.
People were texting me saying that they were in bars and the bars were packed and going crazy.
Cool. Good shit. Good shit. That wraps up the UFC convo. Let's move on to sneakers. I think, let me see if, we'll move into sneakers. Damn it, we got into sneakers a little late. There's a lot of stuff we wanted to talk about, though.
We did.
All right, but let's jump in there. Sneakers today brought to you by Fortify Tattoo Aftercare. We've talked about this. If you guys are into tattoos, if you're paying good money to get a tattoo, you should probably get a product that protects your tattoo. It is Fortify Luxury Tattoo Aftercare. It is CBD infused. This is the 500 milligram. Smells incredible. You can hit FortifyTattooAftercare.com. You can use the code MUP10. Get yourself a little discount. Save on your order at FortifyTattooAftercare.com. All right, sneakers, we're going to open up. We got Supreme stuff. We got shoes in studio. Let's look at those Nike ISPAs first.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even think I've seen these.
Yeah, man, I'm really impressed with these. The first looks, I think they look pretty cool, and they are reminiscent of the Tom Sachs, the Mars joints. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, which is an infamous shoe and a shoe that's worth a lot of money, like three racks at least. Check this out, man. Here's your first looks. These are called the Nike Overbreaks. So they have obviously the Overreact soles, which are that super herpy infested React sole that is so comfortable. This is kind of the new sole. This is what React is doing now. They call it the Overreact. I think it's a little crazy, but I think this almost looks like what should have been the Mars Yard or the Tom Sachs Mars Yard, right? Like, look at this. Look at the midsole. And look at the upper, like that seems more space age.
Right.
You know, obviously that moon boot that came out, that second iteration that had the Mars shoe under it. I think it's called the Overshoe or something, the Over whatever it was. This looks very Mars-esque.
I don't hate these. I don't hate them. I like them. I think they actually look kind of cool.
I think these are pretty sick, man.
I think you could freak them. Yeah. Yeah. Hype beast lace them a little bit. I think they'd actually look kind of. They look cool.
Yeah, man. So I think these are
honestly,
cool.
I'm not even a fan of the original Mars Yard. I think that looks better. I don't even like the OG Mars Yard. No, I'm not. It just looks like what the hell are people paying $3,000 for that shoe or whatever the hell it was.
Shoe. Yeah.
This looks better in my opinion.
And looks more comfortable.
Out the window for either, but
it's going to be way more comfortable, I think, too.
Nuggets and Jazz OT.
That's what I saw.
115.
Jeez. Yeah, so these come out. I don't know when they come out for sure, but it sounds like they're hoping obviously for next month. But there's no release date. It just says release date upcoming.
TBD.
So, yeah, so look out for those. I think that's a sweet shoe, man, and I would definitely give that shoe the time of day for sure. Looks like comfy.
When do those drop? You said sorry.
Upcoming. There's no. It's TBD so far.
Yeah, I think those are cool.
I think those are sick, man.
Not bad.
So I'm looking forward to seeing those, man.
I'm into them.
Outside of that, man, let's go to one of the shoes, and it's actually not a shoe, it's a sandal. So we'll go to that real quick here in studio.
Oh, bringing it through.
Yeah, so Nike and Stussy have done a collab, right? And we saw their clothing, and this was about 2 weeks ago when this dropped. And they did some sandals, which is nice. Stussy, they've also done some shoes that we've seen in the past. I wasn't really about those shoes. The last ones were uncaged, and I know you, man. You don't like laces, right? You're not a lace fan by any stretch. So for me, I didn't get those, man. And I wasn't able to get these sandals either. I couldn't get anything. Everything sold out. Everything, of course, bots just ate on this. But there was a UK site that I got these from, and I think it was that one that starts with an S, like Silvadas or whatever.
I don't know that one.
Damn it! What is that company called?
UK site.
Yeah, UK site. And I think it's out of somewhere in Latin America. But I was able to get these guys on a restock.
How did these even open? Not like a real shoebox. He's open from the end?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Pop that. I can pop that open.
Yeah.
But these are the Nike Benassi / Stussy collab. And I think they're pretty cool, man. I don't need any more slides necessarily. But, you know, I like Stussy. I'm a 90s cat, so Stussy was huge, along with Billabong, Hurley, all of those joints back in the 90s. So for me, I think it's a cool set of slides. They don't look any more comfortable than any other slides. But here you go. Get them locked in so we have a little foci.
It's the best I could do.
Nice. How about turn them that way?
What was the retail on these?
About $30. And I think I paid $36 after like import fees, taxes, all that shit.
Hey, you got the Nike Air.
Pretty lightweight. Nothing crazy, you know.
Put them on yet?
I haven't put them on yet.
You don't even know the comfort.
I don't know the comfort.
Didn't even roll around the crib with them.
Kept them dead stock for the cash. You know how we do things, man.
Neighborhood. So toes on the table?
Toes on the table. Toes goes. But no, man, I think these are cool. Like I said, man, I liked the clothing. I would have rather had the clothing through this, but you know, being able to get these hyped sandals at retail is always a good thing. Right now, they're selling between $65 and $70.
Woo.
So more than double what they're worth. So yeah. I guess in the sandal game, that's probably worth it.
Yeah, the slide game.
What do you think about them? You wear slides a lot?
No.
You're not a slide guy?
Not really a slide guy, no.
I'm not really either. And now this is my third pair. I've got the Adidas Boost slides.
Oh, yeah.
I've got the Kith Coke slides, and now I've got the Stussy slides.
I was never like a big flip-flop guy. I was a slide guy for a period of time, but then once Ultra Boost came out, and it was they were just as easy to put on as a pair of slides. Like, there was really no need for slides. Like, you have your Ultra Boost Hype Beast lace, and you slip your foot inside and go.
Good to go.
So it was just like a better slide for me. That was the reason I messed with slides. It wasn't for the look or anything else. It's just easy, right? Ultra Boost became the same easy, so it was like, well, this is more comfortable. This is going to stay on my foot better. I don't got to worry about if I need to take off running, I can. Like, I don't know. Those became my slides.
Right, that makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
There you go.
So there you go. I think the coolest part to this collab is the box, actually.
Yeah, it's
Nike,
kind of
the Stussy, and it's got the Nigel Sylvester
cream.
The cream box, which is super cool.
Yeah, it looks white on cam, but it's more of a cream color there. Looking good, dude. Nice.
Super cool, man. So yeah, thought I'd bring those in, man. Just give a quick look on that.
Pretty good. Pretty good.
How about this? How about let's get to the real deal, Holyfield. Let's get to the Parlay, not Ultra Boost, but the Parlay Ultra 4D.
Okay.
Because it doesn't have boost.
All right. I'm excited to check these out. I'm excited. Are you buying those OG or the other ones that came out last week?
Yeah, the OG colorway. I will eventually. I'll wait to see what the pricing does because as we know,
people get them.
4D has not been selling well. You know what I mean? Most 4D sits. Obviously, these were a little bit more limited and they sold out everywhere. But I think they'll drop. So I'm here for the drop as soon as it happens. But here you go. Here's the box at least to the Parlay 4D Ultras. There you go. It's the basic 4D box that Adidas has been using. It does say the Adidas 4D there on the top. And then that's really it, aside from the size tag. Pull these bitches out. See what you think, man.
There you go.
And this is the second 4D shoe with the black midsole. Or black 4D printed midsole.
Interesting. Very interesting.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I think I like them. As I look at them, you know, you've got the subtle Adidas 3 stripes on the side that is very, very subtle. If you can show that, it's like almost like minimal branding, and I think that's what I really like. You can barely see those 3 stripes on the side, which I think is really nice. That's a nice touch. That subtleness to it. What do you think?
Yeah, I didn't even notice that until you said something.
Did you not?
I was like, oh.
Yeah, it's like barely in there, which I think is cool, man. It's a good touch. So very, very minimal branding. It does say Adidas on this tongue. What does your tongue say? Does yours say anything?
Yeah, same.
Just Adidas?
Yep.
So, and that's black on black. So again, that's even hard to see. Nothing on the back, not even Continental on the outsole. So it's just a very minimal branding shoe, and that's kind of one of my favorite parts to it. And then the second part, obviously, and probably the most important part is it's a parlay. Robin and I love Parlay. We love what Adidas is doing, trying to save the oceans, removing the ocean plastic. And then essentially what they say is it's about 10 water bottles is what makes up a pair of these. So with all the plastics that's involved in the shoe.
Okay.
So I think that's really interesting. And I think that's really great, man, for them to have, a shoe that has that built into it. Again, their concept with Parlay and working with that company to try to remove the ocean's plastics. Conceptual-wise, I think it's great. It stands for something. Now Nike obviously is doing it with their Space Hippie joints, where you're literally walking on and in trash. I think that's cool too. So I love to see the companies kind of going this way. And for me, it just makes me feel better about my purchase. Now, how hyped are these? They're a little bit more hyped. And I think that's because they're more limited than the OG colorway that just came out.
Oh, okay.
So I think these right now in a size 10 are going for about anywhere from $300 to $350. And they retail obviously for the $200. Nothing crazy there. But the only Parlay branding that you see is on the insole. And then that is this one. I think that one says 4D or something that you have in your hand.
Yeah, the one I do, yep.
So there's the Adidas Parlay there. And what I have found with these, they are true to size, but I found more comfort when I took the insole out and just rocked it without the insole. It was comfortable. The width fit my foot good. I don't have a wide foot.
What was wrong with the insole?
It just seemed too compact because the laces, if you see, it's almost like Adidas. It's like Nike's version, or it's Adidas version of Nike's Flywire. So they're very, very small,
it's all right.
small wires in there that hold the laces. So those laces don't do anything to tighten or loosen it. I'll just be honest with you. They don't do a damn thing. So because of that, it just felt constricting. So if it were and you want to rock the insole, I might go half size up.
Half up.
I might do that.
So if you want to rock the insole, you'd go half up. Philly Mayer said in the chat, the newer 4Ds get a lot softer as you wear them. So that just made me think that maybe you could do these with maybe they break in with the insole.
Right.
And then you'll be able to rock them like that.
Yeah, I think what I'll do is
out the box, maybe they feel a little bit too tight. But
I think what I would do is I would start rocking it without the insole, just so my feet and my toes don't hurt and get all constricted in there. And then if it does stretch out, Philly, I think the play is putting the insole back in there. A pretty comfortable shoe. I'm pretty used to 4D, but I have not wore these for a whole day. I wore them kind of around the house. But I really, at that small amount of time that I had them, I couldn't tell any difference with this 4D versus some of the previous generations. So for me, it's still not as comfortable as Boost. I'm going to be honest with you right here.
Right.
On the Most Underrated Cast. So if you want to buy a 4D, sure, man, if you like the OG, go for it. I don't think you like this. This isn't your style of shoe. I don't see you buying this one. But I still think you need to try 4D because the stabilization is more in 4D. And I think the comfort is semi-comparable. It's not as good, but it's comparable in its own right. But I think if you wanted something to run in that offered you a little bit more stability and still had comfort, I think you should own a 4D shoe sometime, if that makes sense. I mean, you're running now.
Well, that's what I was going to ask. Are these for running? Are these just more lifestyle? And if they are for running, why wouldn't they put a Continental sole on the bottom?
These I would not run in, but ones that you have the professional laces, again, like the OG Ultras that just came out.
Okay.
I would really ask you to maybe buy those if you can get a good deal on it.
Yeah,
right?
I said, I'd be interested in trying them out.
Because then the lacing system is standard, like a regular lacing system. This lacing, they could have taken this off and just made it uncaged, which you absolutely hate. You hate shoes that are uncaged that don't have laces. The laces don't serve any purpose on these. So I would not run in these.
And they're probably long as shit, huh? Knowing Adidas.
Yeah, shit.
Don't even need the laces, but let's make them a mile
Let's make them 30 feet long.
Yeah,
So I don't know how I'm going to lace them or what I'm going to do with that because there's not enough lace holes. There's 4 on each side. And that's probably what? 38-inch lace? Probably?
Yeah.
At least?
Yeah.
Maybe a 43 on that bitch?
Yeah.
So it's going to make it hard, but I think it's a pretty cool shoe. DJ Crush is trying to buy them off me.
I know. I see him in the chat going crazy.
Is he?
Very jealous. Very jealous in the chat. Wanting the shoe very badly in the chat. Said a size 10 would fit him perfect. Send him his way. He lives by the water. I mean, everything.
That guy's the real deal, huh?
Crush is crushing it. He needs them.
I think I should probably give it to him.
Maybe
I should break him in first.
I wonder. Yeah, I'll be more interested in trying the other ones. Do you feel this stitching at all?
No.
Oh, okay.
Absolutely not.
Interesting.
No.
Yeah, I guess it doesn't make them stiff. I figured that might make the prime knit a little bit more stiff, but it's really not. Interesting. Yeah, not my favorite shoe. Not one I would pay a lot of money for. I don't even want these in my collection, to be honest with you. But the other ones, I want to try them out. I like the OGs. I like that 1.0 prime knit look. And the black 4D is...
And the gold tips.
Yeah.
Woo. That's nice.
Black 4D does a lot more for me. We talked about that last episode.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. Yeah, the green is overplayed, and I don't like it. So, yeah, man, I'm happy to have these. We'll see. We'll see if Crush makes me an offer I can't refuse. Otherwise, I'll keep them in my collection. So I'm happy to have them, though. I think they're pretty limited. They still go for pretty good money. And, yeah, it's cool. Cool-looking shoe.
There we go. The Ultra 4D Parlays.
Pretty
Is
sick.
that what they're called?
Yeah.
Ultra 4D Parlay.
Because they're not an Ultra Boost. No boost.
Right.
So, yeah, man, I think they're tight.
All right, let's move on to the Supreme Lookbook.
Yeah, dude. Just dropping this morning. How about that? Have you seen anything that they've really offered?
Just social media, just the people crying, some
Really?
people complaining. But I didn't see anything full.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't get a full.
How about we do
full
this?
look.
Because there's not a lot of pricing involved. There's not a lot of pricing out there. We just kind of know what's happening, and we don't know what weeks. But how about we just break down some of the favorites? Is that cool?
Yeah, good.
All right, so let's do accessories, right? That's our favorite part. So there's 34 accessories that are known right now. So we'll break down each one of those, and
Easy win by 10, bro. Cruise. Nuggets cruise and win by 10. That
Do they?
4.5 would have been safe.
in OT.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
125, 135. The
Oh,
4.5 would have been safe. The 3 would have been safe. Anything would have been safe, man. I bitched up, bro. Didn't do it.
Bitched up.
Gave up easy money. Go ahead.
All right, so we're gonna go over 34 accessories real quick. So we'll try to do these as fast as we can. And
How many accessories?
34. And this is for the season. Again, we don't know if this is week 1, 2, 3, 4, whatever. So, first and foremost, first accessory. These do absolutely nothing for me.
No.
These are turds.
I use Apple Watch.
Yeah, I'm out.
Even if I made it huge, I would never go I don't think I'd get to go big watch.
How about a locket not for your pocket, but for your neck?
No. Don't
You're
need
out?
That.
Yeah.
Oh, it looks like some girl shit.
Would you give that to Mia? Happy
No.
anniversary, babe.
No, she don't like Supreme.
All right. Oh, that's right. Gotcha. How about this? The Mortal Kombat Trilogy arcade.
Very cool by itself without Supreme.
Yeah, there's going to be 10 of these. They're all backdoored. They're already accounted for. You ain't getting one, but cool, right?
Yeah, very cool.
Awesome. Let's move on.
Misha said Supreme season's looking healthy.
Yeah. How about this? Supreme lipstick.
Huh. Not interested.
Nah, me either.
Okay.
It's lips on lips.
I see that.
Weird. I'm out. I think that's probably
The full case of
full
it.
case.
Yeah. There you go.
What is this?
It looks like a pull-out bed. You know those beds that you pull out that you can kind of...
But this doesn't pull out.
No, like one of those, see the top folds down into a full bed, or you
yeah.
can pull it up into a pillow type
Do you
of shit.
think, so overlanding, we've talked about that, right? Like Forerunners and Tacomas, they have the little tents that are built into, or the rooftop tents that you can add to them. Could I put this in a rooftop tent?
Ooh.
How sick would that be?
Yeah, you probably could.
I think that's what I'd want this for.
Knowing Supreme, though, it's probably the size of a Barbie.
You mean my dick wouldn't fit on it?
Yeah, that's probably about all.
Oh, okay. Sounds
That's
good.
not saying much.
Sorry, Robin, you can't fit. It's only for my dick. All right. What is that? Are those jelly beans?
What?
Just curious. The design? Are those jelly beans?
I don't know. I was going to ask you. Can you zoom in? Do 2 fingers on the mouse, on the trackpad. You can
Or are
zoom
they
in.
pills?
Beans. Those are beans.
Those are beans for sure.
Jellies.
You don't
yep.
think there's any Shock Tarts in there?
No.
Remember Shock Tarts?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Looks like a pile of Jelly Bellies.
Yeah, Jelly Bellies for sure.
Guess how many and you win the thing.
Oh, okay.
Remember those?
Wow.
Guess how many's in the jar?
Over, under.
I was
Guess
always
the jar?
way under. It was always way more.
Yeah, for sure.
I'd be like 973, and they'll be like fucking 2,000.
I don't think I ever did that with jelly beans. I think I did that with M&Ms.
Oh, really?
M&Ms, yeah.
Huh. Yeah, it's all the same.
What about the Supreme Fish Bowl?
If I had a fish?
Well, maybe you can buy a fish now. Fish are cheap, right? $30, $20?
I'm not out the window for it.
Okay.
You?
No, but you probably will see some Eric Whiteback trick shots.
Right.
I'd imagine.
Dude, he's loving this season.
Oh, fuck.
With all the accessories that dropped, he's
He
like,
can do
oh
so
my
much.
gosh. He's like, thank God. And he has access to everything too. So it's just like,
Right.
it's like now he's just got new content for 6 months.
Easy for him. What about this? Colgate Supreme collab?
I don't use Colgate, bro.
Me either.
Yeah, I don't do.
I use what's that natural one that we use? Tom's.
I use Crest whitening, but we're switching to Arm & Hammer whitening.
With baking soda?
I don't know.
It's probably a good thing.
We're switching to Arm & Hammer's all I know. That's all I can tell you.
Have you switched your underarm or your
Yeah, I'm on Arm & Hammer there too.
Oh.
Yeah. It's good. It's been great so far.
You're an Under Armour or Under Armour family, yeah, right?
Arm & Hammer, bro.
Arm & Hammer.
Yeah.
Check it out, man.
I can't talk today either. Trust me. I've
What's going
clubbed
on?
like 19 times. I don't know. I was thinking the same thing. Like, why is my mouth not working? Like, am I getting some shit? Dow's been going to the doctor. What's going on with him? Is my shit not working right? Like, it's frustrating me. It's been probably the 19th time today. Don't worry about it, bro.
Don't worry. My body's breaking down.
I'm not doing Taoisms, but I'm just not speaking.
Not speaking
mixing
correctly.
up words. Can't think of the words they're supposed to go where they're. It's bad news. Chucky.
What do you know about bringing Chucky back?
I never was a Chucky doll guy.
Huge in the
anyway,
90s.
but pretty cool.
Yeah. Did you see his outfit? Let me zoom in real quick.
Supreme overalls with a Supreme crew neck underneath. Dude, that's actually freaking ill.
That's kind of fire, huh?
Yeah. I think that's just a dope like man cave piece.
Mm-hmm. Until it comes alive and kills your ass.
That's the part that gets me a little bit. It's the part that kind of,
For that reason, I'm out.
No shit.
But I mean, looks cool.
Yeah. What about Supreme gas tanks? This would be cool for the 4Runner. But how would I not get it stolen?
Yeah, and why? Yeah.
I think that looks sick, man. For an ATV, or you put it on the back of like an off-road vehicle. I think that looks pretty sick, man.
Certain stuff, it's so weird, dude. I have such a weird like love-hate with Supreme. It's so weird. I'm not like Teddy where he's just like wants to kill everyone and everything. Supreme.
Hates everything.
Now he does.
Yeah.
He didn't used to. But I can understand, things change, things get to a point where it gets annoying. I'm like back and forth. I jump back and forth. Some stuff I'm like, oh, it's really cool. I fuck with that. And then some stuff I'm like, why not just get a regular one? That's how I feel about this,
Right.
Like I would just get a regular gas can. Like I wouldn't, for one, if I had that, I would never put gas in it anyway. Like I just, for me, there's no purpose other than hanging on it to resell once the price gets high one day.
Gotcha.
For certain stuff, that's just how I feel. And this is one of those items for me. Yeah.
And for me, I think, oh shit, man, that would look great with the 4Runner. Man, put that military green on the back of my 4Runner with the rack, the spare tire rack, all that shit. Make it look meaty.
Yeah.
It looks tight.
I could see that. And then, like you said, it gets stolen.
And then I'm poor.
Right.
Because I've wasted a lot of money. All right.
AP said we should get a fish just to hang in the studio. Get that fish bowl.
Oh, we'd kill it in a week.
Right. How often do you have to feed that thing?
I don't know.
Right. We're already in trouble. What is that?
Paul Cantu says fishes get you hella bitches, though.
I've heard.
Yeah. Is that a lamp? I think it's a lamp.
Oh, a lamp. The top kind of blends in with the background there. A little too much white. Yeah, it is. Supreme box logo on it. Little lamp action.
Yeah. I think it'd be cool to have a little lamp in here.
Kind of cool.
Yeah.
Cool piece.
Cool piece.
Yep.
What about, are these vases? Vases?
Vase.
Vase?
Yeah, vase.
You wouldn't need some vases?
No, I don't like that at all. What's the hell is the point of the...
I don't know.
Spike collar.
To me, it speaks Chihuahua, because I think people with Chihuahuas would be the only idiots who would put that shit on their Chihuahuas.
What? I don't like any of
And then
that.
you're going to put some roses in there? I don't understand.
I don't like that at all.
This is weird.
Yep, not for me.
I'm out on this.
Did you have the kid that you went to high school with that wore that bracelet that rolled around the school in one of those spike bracelets?
No.
Got in trouble?
And if I did, they weren't my friend.
Oh, I did. Got in trouble. Then he had a big argument with big dispute with the staff of why he couldn't bring it to school or wear it.
Gotcha.
And all this stuff. Yeah. What is that?
I don't know. Maybe
Compass.
a watch. Maybe a compass. A watch
Compass
face.
watch.
I
But
don't
nothing
know.
else. Just the face.
Mm-mm.
Next.
The only thing cool about it. Look what it says.
We got to read. There's the audio audience now.
Yeah. Okay. Officially certified precision chronometer, Supreme Perpetual. Fuck them.
They're nice.
I think that's cool.
There you go. It's a chronometer.
It's a chronometer. How did I not know that? What about the Supreme Shure microphone? This is a neat collab. Shure makes great microphones. Very well-known name in the industry. It's all red. It looks cheap, though.
No, it just looks like the
Because it's all red.
$100. It just looks like the $100
The one
Shure mic. Yeah. I bet you that's exactly what it is. I'll bet you it's that $100 Shure mic, and they're going to sell this thing for probably $150 to $175. But that's what it is.
Do we need it for the studio? For the guest?
Do we need that as the guest mic? That'd be kind of hard.
Kind of tired.
And at least it would serve a purpose.
Yes, it would.
That would be kind of hard. Black Prez or Ed or whoever's over here, and that would be kind of dope.
All right. What about the WWE chairs?
Just steel chairs? They're just
steel
folding
chairs. But do you see the Supreme on the top, on the back, or on the
up on the top? Yeah,
where your back would sit.
Yeah, right.
I think those are cool,
just
man.
Metal folding chairs.
Yeah, I mean, I couldn't get the lawn chair, so why couldn't I get a metal folding chair? I'd like to have one of those. I want the lawn chair.
Yeah,
if anybody has a lawn chair.
I don't want
really retail. I'll pay. If anybody's got the lawn chair, I'll take the lawn chair.
You need that. You need that lawn chair.
I know, especially when I go see Robin at the barn. Oh, dude, come up heavy in the lawn chair. Whoops, skipped ahead already. This wireless Bluetooth speaker.
Skipped ahead and skip your story. No, don't need it. What, has it got a camera in it?
I guess. I don't know. I don't know what that thing does.
Camera on your speaker?
Maybe it's actually a camera and not a... I mean, obviously it probably does a speaker as well. But on the back, you see it has an HDMI, USB, and then Type-C cord on the back. And then
you know what it is, guy?
What is that, guy?
It's a projector, bro. This company, Nebula, makes projectors. So it's a projector that also has a speaker built in, so you can project a movie and listen at the same time.
That might be cool.
That is pretty sick.
That might be cool.
Doesn't even have to be Supreme. It's just kind of sick. Nebula official. Those things, depending on which one you go, like $299 up to like $470. So I don't know what the price on that one's going to be, but that's a projector, buddy.
We've got a nice white wall here on the side. You think we need that for the studio and we can have the games projected? How sick would that be?
That would be good. We were just talking about getting a new TV for in here.
Maybe we do this.
And another TV. So now, this would be, Dow. Now we're talking.
Just creating things here.
Now we're thinking.
What about the Supreme stools, man? Coming in black, blue, and red. It looked like a step stool, right? Is that what you call that?
I don't need that.
You're out on the step stools?
Yeah.
I think I'm out too.
I don't have any use for that. Same thing. I'll just buy a regular one. I don't know. But some stuff, like I said, I mean, I'm a hypocrite because some stuff is like, I have the Supreme Director's chair sitting upstairs. It's like, why? Why not just buy a regular one? I don't know.
That's worth a lot
of
money.
Yeah, it is worth a lot of money too.
Price is rising.
But I like it. I mean, these, I don't know.
I don't like them.
Not really a need.
Yeah. They look childish.
Yeah.
I don't need them. Spalding, Supreme, George Washington dollar bill. That's maybe the ugliest basketball I've ever seen.
Yeah, I don't need that at all. No. It's worse than the ones that came out with the butterflies on it.
Yeah, for sure, sure. How about the Bicycle Supreme collab poker set or card set?
Rock with them. I just started playing a couple. Mia and I play a couple card games. I learned back in New York.
Don't tell Winger.
From the Italians.
He's going to tell you that's where it starts.
What?
Playing card games, then evolving into poker.
You ever played scat?
No.
You ever played Screw Your Neighbor?
Scat. I think that's what they called like animal droppings in the woods.
Huh.
Pick up that scat.
This is a different kind.
Okay.
So I don't know. So Screw Your Neighbor.
Oh.
Played that one?
I've played Screw Your Neighbor.
What about
Goldfish?
Shanghai.
No.
No, I never played Shanghai. Interesting.
Maybe you should teach me someday.
Might be interested with that one.
Okay.
Supreme card set.
It's like almost like a laminated plastic over it. You see that?
What?
Like the cards themselves? See how it's kind of like, see the laminated plastic over it?
I did not. Now I do, yeah.
So now they're not going to get dirty and shit. Those are interesting. I think that'd be a great accessory to have.
Those are sick. All right. Those are the number one thing on my hit list so far.
So far?
Yeah, because I would use them and I think they're very cool looking. I love the clear.
Super cool.
The clear box in the middle.
Yeah, dude.
Very nice.
I think those are cool.
I'm a fan. Nice job, Bicycle.
Dude, who doesn't need a pipe wrench?
I literally just
the garbage disposal.
Garbage disposal the other day. Did
you
I say
needed
that on the
this?
Did I even tell you guys?
You told me.
I told you, yeah. Yeah, I put in a new garbage disposal at the crib. Who says I'm not handy?
I'm paying resale for this.
Well,
because I know I'm not going to get it. I need this for the collection. I use dude, I just redid a whole bathroom.
Right.
Fuck, man.
Did you use a pipe wrench at all during that bathroom?
Yes.
I didn't use a pipe wrench once for the garbage disposal.
I had to go buy a new one, so I bought a Cobalt one from Lowe's. This is easily replacing the Cobalt one. So I buy this. I'll give you my Cobalt one because I know you won't buy this. I'll
No.
buy it.
Yeah.
You can have my Cobalt pipe wrench.
Okay.
So next time you do a garbage disposal and or sink, you'll have a pipe wrench.
Thank you.
Sick.
Love it.
This is interesting. So I think this is that Swarovski crystals collab with Supreme. I love lighters. This reminds me of a rodeo gone bad that is really only used by chicks. I don't like it. It's not for me.
I don't want one just because I'm pretty disappointed with the last Supreme Zippo that I got. I got it. I went and bought fluid. I fill the thing up and it doesn't stay full. It only lights for like a day or two.
Huh.
And I don't know if the fluid all leaks out, if it just takes that much fluid. I have no idea. I cannot figure it out.
Where
It's
does
kind of
the
annoys
fluid
me.
go?
So it's just, it just sits there. It's not even like I don't even use it.
So you have no purpose because you can't use it because
Right.
it runs out.
So I have a Supreme rolling tray that sits there as a novelty, and now I have the Supreme lighter. I wouldn't get another one.
Gotcha. I think this
Unless
one's
you're
ugly.
like in a situation, collect them all. I don't need another one.
Yeah, no, I'm out too. I have the glow in the dark one that's pretty cool.
Cowgirl lighter.
It is.
That neighborhood said.
For sure.
That
Yeah,
was
it does not look appealing to me at all. Obviously a cologne of some sort. I don't know who they collabed with. I don't have any info on this yet, but I'm still out.
Yep, I'm out.
I'm still out.
I have my own cologne. I'm good.
Yeah. What about this? Almost like a real fishing knife. Like this looks like a real like a fishing knife that you would gut a fish with. That you could also maybe thin down some wood. You know, I forget what they call that, where you just kind of hanging out. You know, with your lawn chair in the woods, and you're kind of just shaving down, you know, wood stuff and creating stuff with. That's what that looks like to me. I don't know if I need it.
I don't need. Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
I'm trying to think of the name. What they call that?
You know what it reminds me of?
Whittling. Like I'm whittling. I'm
yeah.
whittling wood.
A whittle knife.
Yeah, that's my whittler.
A whittler.
Whittler.
It reminds me of the knife. You ever seen that movie, The Dennis the Menace, the movie?
Oh damn!
Remember that kind of
With
creepy
Walter,
guy that ends
Walter
up,
Matthau?
Yeah.
Is like the
Yeah.
is the parent or the mean guy
Yeah.
or whatever?
No, the mean guy is like, he's kind of half, almost like bald. He almost has like a little skullet going, and he carries a knife like that, and he cuts the baked beans open
I don't think I've
with
ever
that
seen
knife
it.
when Dennis
I
the Menace.
don't think I've ever seen it.
That's what that knife reminds me of. Hold up, let me catch you up. Number one, it's not cologne, it's a flask, Misha said, with the hand in the head.
Oh, my bad.
Sorry.
We both thought it was cologne,
That's
right?
on us, Misha. I didn't know. I was going off what you told me, but it's fine. It doesn't matter. I was just making sure our audience knew. It was a flask.
Okay.
It just didn't look like a flask. It looked smaller than a flask. It looked like it was a weird flask, bro. Weird. Look at this. Multiple people. Anachoff, TTF. Buy the replacement Zippo insert on Amazon. Makes it a butane torch. And then Sean Coley as well. Fluid evaporator. Replace with butane torch.
Mm.
So it looks like that's what I need to do.
That's good info.
Good. Thank you. Yes, Dennis the Menace. Neighborhood knows. He knows what's up, bro. He knows what's up. All right, go ahead. Sorry, continue.
All right, the next thing, obviously a portable charger, portable jump start.
Obviously a portable.
Yeah.
A portable jump to jump what? Your remote control car?
A motorcycle, maybe.
That would jump a motorcycle?
Maybe.
Like one of those pocket rockets, a little 50?
I think I had one of the. Well, no, I bought one of these that was similar. Now I don't see what the charge
that's
is.
not. It looks like it's this big. It's not.
It's bigger.
Okay.
But
I'm
no,
like,
it's
what is
Supreme.
that?
It could be smaller, so maybe it is only for a
Dog, that
pocket
thing,
rocket.
just especially because they show them like that, it literally looks like it's this size. Looks like you throw it in your back pocket.
I think this could jump a motorcycle, maybe. At most. You're not going to do a car with this.
Crazy.
But I think this could jumpstart a motorcycle for sure.
Christopher Lloyd was the bad guy in Dennis the Menace. He had like
gotcha.
rocking like a skullet. Yeah, dude.
Gotcha.
Thank you, Sean. Sean came through with that. All right.
So yeah, I don't think I need this, but
I just had to replace my girlfriend's battery in her car the other day, and I had to go get it jumped, and I went to the place to go test it. It died while I was there, so I had to have the guy come out and jump. I could have used this. Definitely could have used this. But again, it's one of those things I'll probably just buy a regular one.
It's a one-off, yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't buy the Supreme
I don't
one.
think I need it.
Right. Can jumpstart cars, Anachoff. Huh. Sure.
Every man, I'm going to say this right now, every man in the world is no man without a headband light system.
For what?
Oh, dude, when you're going to the breaker box, when you flip a breaker at night, because the lady was running, the dishwasher, she was running the lights, she was running everything, vacuum on the same cycle, you got to go to the breaker box. A headlamp is clutch.
You live in the 1940s? What do you mean?
Guess what? When you go camping,
running lights in the
when you go
same
camping,
cycle, blowing out.
overlanding, a headband light is all you need. When you go to shake your junk outside and you don't know where you're stepping, you could step in an ant's nest.
That's a good
You could
one.
step in a bee's nest. Dude, everybody needs a headlamp. So you know where you're peeing, because you could be peeing on your tent, you could be peeing on your ladder, you could be peeing on your car.
Yeah.
A headlamp is clutch.
I don't really camp much, but I could have used this the other day.
Do you have an attic?
The sink for the
for sure.
Garbage disposal.
You're not holding your phone. You're not getting your phone all
could've
fucked
used
up.
that.
What about an attic? Do you have an attic?
No.
You ever
but-
done work in your attic?
Yeah.
You need a headlamp.
Need a headlamp.
These are sweet.
Crawl space.
Oh, dude. These are
Pilot
sweet.
light goes out in the basement.
Dude.
Gotta have it.
When you're under your car, working on something, looking at something, changing a tire, when it was dusk that
When
night,
you're under your car, yeah.
need a headlamp.
When you're driving in a Chevy and you feel
If
something heavy,
everybody
need a
doesn't
headlamp.
want a headlamp,
Yeah.
you're not my friend.
Gotta have it.
You're not my friend. Misha, what do you think about this?
Dal needs 3 of these for sure.
I need 3 of those, dude. Supreme is back with the cases, and these look like they fit the 11 Pro.
Okay.
Are you in?
Nah.
Camo.
I really love the Apple case. You know me.
Yeah, for sure. Same.
I'm loyal.
We're
I'm loyal
loyal.
to the. We're all showing. We're doing the camera.
Nobody can see it.
Yeah, I'm loyal to the Apple case.
Same.
I love the way it feels. I like the way it wears in. I love that you buy the white one and it's still white 6 months later.
White.
Clean. Yeah.
You know what this says? This says Kai Somar.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm out.
Any of those kids.
Kai Somar. He's going to have 6 of these. So I'm out on that. Water bottles, yet again. I really like my Nalgene. I'm sure this is a good company. I can't see the company. I don't know who the company is they're collabing with, but looks like a pretty good water bottle.
What's with the twisted sister over there on the right?
What's up with the twisted nipples over there? I don't know.
What is that? Why is that thing like that?
I don't know. Maybe
Is
it's
that how it really is? The M's all smashed down like that? The logo?
maybe it's one of those like compressible water. I don't know. I don't know what the point of that is.
Interesting.
But
Like, why not just have the 2 on the left? Why have the spiral?
why have the twisted
The
sister?
spiral staircase over there.
This is a Twisted Sister collab. We're not going.
This is the we're not going to take it collab. All right, next.
Labels, stickers. Hey, hello, my name is.
Yeah. I'm good.
I'm good too. Don't need
I
those.
don't need those.
The Supreme New York.
How tight would that be? Just a second. How tight would
Let's
that
get
be,
back to
though,
it.
if your kid is going back to school and you show him up for the first week and he every day puts different Supreme stickers with his name?
That'd be
Hi,
kind
my
of
name-
cool.
Hi.
On his lunchbox. And
Hi,
shit.
I'm Matthew.
Yeah, hi Matthew. I don't have COVID.
I just read on his shirt, I don't have COVID.
I don't have COVID.
Funny as shit.
Looks like we have a cityscape. I assume that's.
Oh yeah, you're into the decks. Are you in on this? Do you have any Supreme decks or no? Just other decks?
Yeah, I've got some Supreme decks.
Okay.
Yeah, for
I
sure.
thought.
I don't know if I need this. I don't think it's that great. But I assume that to be New York, correct?
I couldn't tell you. You gotta zoom in.
Or is that Chicago?
You gotta hit me with the zoom.
I think it's New York.
You gotta hit me with that. Yep. Yeah, Empire State.
Empire State. There it is. Yep.
building.
That's New York.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't need it.
Not a necessary cop for you.
I love New York to visit. I don't need the deck.
About these ones.
No, I don't like planes. I don't like bombers. I don't like that type of stuff. To me, this looks like some G.I. Joe shit gone wrong. I don't like the Supreme logo. I don't like the font. Nah, not for me.
Not
I'm
for
out.
me, yeah. Yeah, Joe shit gone wrong.
The Kai Somar decks, I'm out. Don't need them. Supreme, yeah, this is like some.
Yikes.
I can't do it.
The scrambled 5-year-old letters?
The jelly beans, still don't like
No,
it.
I don't like it either.
I still don't like it. And look at the Supreme. It's so small. Look at it right here, down here. You'd
Oh,
miss it.
yeah, mini, yeah.
It blends in with the jelly beans, but it's real small down
Doesn't
there.
it look like it's going to get covered up by the wheels anyway?
Pretty close. Yeah, those look
Close,
like
right?
the
trucks?
where the trucks would
The
go.
wheels. I guess it would be, you know. all
The trucks
same.
that hold the
What I
wheels.
meant.
Yes, I get you. I don't know what the story is by looking at this yet.
Yeah.
So when I find out what the story is, maybe. But for now, no, don't need it. That's what I got for you so far.
That's everything accessory-wise that was put out by Supreme so far, or that is the season?
That's the lookbook that we have so far.
Nice.
There may be some other accessories. You know how that works.
Yeah.
Some restocks, that kind of thing. Real quick, let's go to the hoodies so we can actually see, some of the hoodies and some of the box logos. What about this one?
Philly Mayor says they're pills, not jelly beans. Is that on the bed thing too? Pills, not jelly beans.
They kind of look like pills to me.
They kind of do, or no?
You thought they were jelly beans.
I thought they were jellies.
I thought they looked like pills.
Yeah. Oh, you did?
But I don't know.
Oh. Yeah, maybe I'm wrong. Yeah, why would the significance be jelly beans be if there was no jelly bellies on there?
All right.
Or anything. All right. Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, this is very Italian, right?
This looks nice.
Italian colorway.
Looks nice. Is that cream or white?
I'm gonna say white.
Okay.
Based off what I see in the picture. Next, again, we're not gonna know a lot of stories that come with this and why there were the why nots, but to me, that looks like a broke ass Marlboro man without the sweet cowboy hat.
Zoom in on that thing. Oh yeah, it is, dude.
It's like the Marlboro man, but without the hat.
That's totally like the Marlboro kind of logo behind him, huh?
Yeah, kind of.
Wow. What? Yeah, what's the story there?
We'll see what the story is when it comes up, but this is awful. Multicolor, and you have like oh, this is awful. This is awful. This looks fake. This looks like what you would see at the swap meet or the Mile High Flea Market. Supreme.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So if somebody was wearing this and I didn't know it was legit, I would say that's not legit. But
Not
I wouldn't
legit,
call anybody out because I just want everybody to save or spend the money that they want to spend. But that looks very non-authentic Supreme
I
to
agree.
me.
Yeah, it's a pooper.
So I'm out on that poop fest.
It's a pooper.
This again, we'll probably see story to follow on this. I think it's interesting, but it looks like somebody poop smeared writing. Does that look? Does you see that?
Yeah.
I'm not trying to be gross. I'm just saying that looks like somebody wrote in poop.
Just wrote. Yeah, it doesn't look. Looks like the side of a.
It's like newspaper clippings with writing in poop.
Yeah,
that's what it looks like.
Not that good.
So I'm out. Again, another cityscape of New York on the Navy. So I guess it would be a New York cityscape box logo. I don't need it.
Yeah,
I don't need it. I don't think it's that cool.
Nah, don't need it.
How about this one, man? This reminds me of the Girl Scout. What do they call
Thin
it?
Mints?
The Thin Mint. This is the Girl Scout Thin Mint Supreme collab.
I don't like some of the lettering. It's not my favorite. Like I don't like that.
It's like varsity.
Yeah,
like varsity writing maybe.
But just with the lettering with that pattern, I'm not feeling it. It's just not for me.
Yeah, I'm not feeling it either. I give the Girl Scouts.
I mean, to go with the
money.
Rage Greens real quick though.
That might work. We'd have to see if the green is correct.
Right.
Old English Supreme. I don't mind it. I don't mind this one, and I think it's because it's gray and red. I think those go well together. I love gray. I'm very neutral, and this isn't loud and in your face. I like this one.
Simple.
Yeah, simple.
You like the
simplicity.
Right.
And Old English.
Old English.
There's the backside.
Positive energy. What does it say? What's the other part?
Positive energy activates constant elevation.
Good. That's good.
1994 to 220
Some
Supreme.
nice positivity there.
All right, cool.
No, that one is it's not like, oh man, I have to have it, but it's really cool. I like it. If I got gifted that or if I got it, I'd be cool with that shit.
How about this one wearing it to the gym?
I don't like it.
This isn't your gym hoodie?
No, I don't like
Gym
it.
crew neck?
I don't like it.
I don't like it. But it's team of the century.
Okay. I'm not feeling that at all.
Well, if we didn't like the vase, we probably won't like this, right?
Right.
All right, good.
That little Allison
Dog
Shanes.
collars. Here is the most controversial. This is the box logo. This is what everybody is hating on. This is what everybody is saying this morning is the most non-energetic, most lazy, most bullshit thing Supreme's done in a long time. What do you think?
Yeah, it looks like an Eric Whiteback thing.
Yeah.
Like something he would have done, like
custom sew.
Yeah, custom
Cut and sew.
Stapled 2 box logo,
Yeah. Together.
Stapled 2 things on there. Yeah, that's what it looks like.
Gotcha. Into a cross. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It looks like a custom somebody did, like just on some weird shit.
What do you think resale's going to be on this? 600 or more?
More, because everyone hated it so bad.
Yeah.
You know how that goes? The minute something comes out and everyone hates it, resale is just going to be through the moon usually.
It's going to be like the KY
people,
Jelly
by
Jordan
the time
ones.
it comes out, they reverse.
Yeah.
Or they come back around, or they end up a lot of times, and it ends up being very valuable.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be, it'll probably...
Good money.
It'll probably be huge. Yeah, it just looks real. I'm not like, I don't hate it. Like I'm not going crazy over it, but I just think it's whatever. It's not like something I had to have.
Sure. The Supreme, maybe Navajo collection. I don't know. I don't know what that design is there.
Reminds me of something like Quicksilver.
Does it?
Yeah, it reminds me of like a Quicksilver hoodie or some shit. Instead of saying Supreme there, it just says Quicksilver, and it's got like the little, I don't know.
Little mountainous. I don't know.
I don't know
know what that design is. Yeah.
I don't know.
Guess I'm out.
What was everyone so mad on the cross joint, though? Just because the cross?
Because it was cross. It was lazy. It was like, really, 2 box logos that make a cross. I don't understand it.
Everyone shits on religion all the time, and all of a sudden you're offended by a cross.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Anyway. Oh, that's the back, huh?
Yeah. The Sphinx.
Not Navajo. It's the...
Yeah, maybe it's Egyptian.
All right, let me zoom in on that.
I was way off, I guess.
What's that made out of?
You think it's bejeweled?
No, it doesn't. It doesn't look like that. That's actually not too bad.
What are those dots, though? You think those dots are like
that's what I was wondering.
Acrylic dots?
Not sure.
I don't like it.
I don't mind it. I'm not the blue, but outside of that,
yeah,
not the biggest royal guy, but
not for me, because that's probably going to be.
Is that purple? Damn, on my screen over here it looks purple. On our monitor it definitely looks blue. Mm-hmm. It's like a deep blue.
On here it looks blue.
Okay.
It's navy.
All right.
It's navy. I don't know, not for me, man. I'm out. This
yikes.
Again, the Supreme and the
school letters.
Weird like varsity kind of letters with all the colors. Oh dude, this is awful to me. But
if you had kids and you're like, yeah, it looks like the letters the kids play with.
Oh
like
yeah.
They did a little art project.
The refrigerator magnets.
Right, exactly.
That's
what
it
that
is.
skateboard was too earlier. Those falling. I was like those falling letters.
The refrigerator magnets.
I was like, damn.
Yeah. Don't need it on my hoodie. Supreme Fox collab. They've done it in the past. We've seen the visor, or we've seen the helmets. We've seen the chest protectors. We've seen the glasses, the goggles. Yeah, I don't like Fox. I don't ride motocross, so for me,
same
out. Patches O'Houlihan. I don't know the story. We might see some storylines on this. It looks. What would you call that type of art? You have any idea? Me either. Pretty weird. Pretty weird shit.
But you know me, dude. My art game is terrible.
Heads are extended. Like maybe of the Asian art of some sort that we don't know about. I don't know.
I think it's kind of dope.
I think it is.
I would love to hear the story behind it. I think the color is cool. I think the patches are cool. I'm never against the hoodie with some patches.
You got like the long necks that are getting chopped off. I don't really understand it. The baby that has candles on top that are melting wax down the face. It's a little weird. I'd like to know the story. I'd like to know the story because right now I'm confused.
Specs BV Raptors are up 21 already.
Oh, see.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
It's a Raptors world. We just live in it.
You said the Nets going to make it competitive, though, didn't you?
Well, yeah. I mean, I think they're going to win at least 2 games.
2 games.
But I think it'll go to 6.
All right.
But here's your Supreme S logo. Nothing crazy.
White hoodies and me, bad news.
Yeah, white hoodie, though. If this came in another color, which I'm sure it will, I might be in. That S logo is very simple, very easy to wear. I like it if it's another color. White, can't do it. Again, here's one of those stories that I think we might know. I see Supreme, Black, Win, Doom. I don't know. We'll see what that all means here.
I think that's cool.
Very basic. I think that's going to be too expensive. Let's look at the Supreme. It's like graffiti. Graffiti
terrible.
Supreme.
Everything about that one's terrible.
I think it's
I rock with the one before way more.
Yeah, too basic for me.
The black and...
Oh, that's why. It's the Smurf collab. Oof.
Yeah. No way.
Oof.
Everything about that.
Oof.
Is out for me.
Yeah, I'm not gonna rock with that.
Fuck is wearing that?
This looks very 90s, very Massimo.
Yeah. Yeah.
What do you think?
Nope. Not for me.
I'm not feeling it either.
Not for me.
I like how the Supreme is written on there. Almost looks like a marker.
Font's cool.
I like that.
Yeah.
I don't know if I like the yellow and green, but you know what would go well with? Brazil Dunks. Brazil Dunks. That might be
a
the
must
play.
cop for you.
Might be the play.
Might be a must cop for you.
This one looks like Supreme New York established phone numbers. I don't know. Not a lot of thought behind that.
Not worth the money.
No, I'm out. What about the camo? Camo Supreme.
I don't hate it. I don't love it, but
yeah, I don't know. Not for me.
Not a must cop, but not trash.
Zip up, small box logo.
It's cool.
Yeah, basic.
Yeah.
It's kind of like
I rock a plain blue zip navy all the time in the winter or in the fall when it starts to get a little.
It's kind of like the mini box logo that Robin got me, the jacket, remember?
Yeah.
The worker's jacket?
Yeah.
Kind of mechanic jacket.
Oh my gosh, we're 20 over.
Oh,
20 over.
We got to get out of here. Supreme with like the, is that the Icy collab?
Icy
collab. That's what that reminds me of.
The Icy's, yeah, totally on the cup.
I'm going to get the Icy's on the cup, yeah. That's what it looks like to me. This one's different. You got your hood that has a bunch of like designs on it. Again,
it's like old Nintendo designs, bro.
It does a little bit.
Looks like some straight up Nintendo.
Yeah, it does a little bit. Like 8-bit. Yeah, I don't know. And then Supreme, bold on the front, small. I don't know. Nothing crazy. Don't need it. Again, more varsity with maybe the pills or the jelly bean in the behind. Don't need it.
I think everyone in the comments said it's pills.
Pills.
Sorry, guys.
What is this? Supreme Enterprises? Nah, don't need it. Yeah, I don't like it either. Not a lot of this is really appealing to me, man.
No.
I don't understand that.
I think we could, people in the comments said the capture shirt shows my pain every week with Supreme Anichov. He says pretty funny, though.
Yeah.
And then wait till you see the jeans from Jason Ramirez.
Gotcha. I'll actually show you that T-shirt because you haven't seen it yet.
Yeah, show me the capture thing. Yeah, just kind of fly through, bro. Like, I'll tell you to stop if I see something.
There it is. There's your Supreme capture. I think that's kind of cool.
Yeah, I like that. That's funny.
I think that's kind of funny.
That is funny.
I like that. I don't like that. That's about it. This is going to be obviously the artist collab. You know how they've been doing artist collabs?
Yeah,
so
right.
That's going to be the artist. I don't know who that is quite yet, so my bad. But there you go, man. That's a little bit of the lookbook. That,
upcoming Supreme season. It actually starts this Thursday.
Yes, it does.
They're not doing a normal, like, you know how they normally do Monday and then Thursday type shit or whatever. You were telling me it starts this Thursday?
Starts this Thursday, the 20th. Yeah, and they've already sent out like all the rules and restrictions that they have right now for the COVID shit.
Okay.
So there's already an email sent out to everybody if you're trying to go into the store, check out those parameters and the regulations they have in stone. So
good shit.
Yeah, man. I'm excited to see what the first week of accessories are.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
Stay locked to Supreme community. They already have it. Very interesting.
Thank you to everybody that came through the chat today, man. Thank you guys for rocking with us. Sorry I could not speak today. I appreciate all you guys donating in the super chat, hanging out with us, and mobbing through. We're gonna have some more sneakers on Thursday, and obviously NBA playoffs tipping off today, so we'll see what kind of happens there. Thanks to everybody that kept us updated on the games. Love you fools. And we'll be back on Thursday for your listening and viewing pleasure.
Nice.
See you fools then.